Did you flip the pig? I flipped the stream. Yeah, we're definitely audible.
Oh, we're audible. Okay. Well, that's good at least. Glad to know that we're audible.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna do it.
And
Okay, I figured out why it keeps.
why it keeps doing that?
Yeah, because my headphones haven't connected yet.
Yes.
So I'm turning up the phone's volume and not the headphones.
Yep.
Once the headphones connect, that's when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my headphones are nice and that they literally say like Bluetooth connected basically when they're connected.
God damn it.
So I just don't change the audio volume until it says Bluetooth connected.
Yeah. Alright. Hello, people. It's us, Two Bros Game. I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I am your other host, Older Bro.
And we're back shiny hunting and Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be messing with my mic for a second, so you're going to be hearing some weirdness.
Now, we can, at any point, just switch to shiny hunting and Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
And we'd be starting with Diamond, but right now I'm kind of busy with Diamond. I'm currently trying to get every legendary Pokemon.
Yeah. Let's say it this way, guys. It is unlikely we will be changing over to Diamond at anytime soon. So.
Well, what I was gonna plan to do was, I was gonna alternate with series.
Yeah. We shall see what happens.
But anyways, I've already said that I am basically not going to shiny hunt in Diamond and Pearl until home is connected to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Only because I need to know what Pokemon I need to hunt.
Yeah.
Out of the 493.
And yeah, it's like, and you could do it live. You could literally look up you could literally go to your home, look at every Pokemon you have, and catalog, I need these exact Pokemon. But it's a pain in the ass.
I have my entire list of Pokemon. Of shinies I have.
Yeah.
Like, it's all crossed out. I have an entire list.
Yeah.
But I it's faster just to flip through.
Yeah. You
boxes.
want the convenience of having them all in your box already, so you can immediately see, I'm going to this, and never feel like
and I'd be able to choose hunts faster.
Yep.
Now, guys, I will also say, once we do start Diamond and Pearl, I am starting to shiny hunt that region's Pokemon. Like I'm doing with Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Like you're only doing the Sinnoh Pokemon as you've done in all games. It's that Pokemon's that region's Pokemon.
Plus extra if we get to it.
Yeah, but in general for all these games, it usually ends up being only that region's Pokemon because the next game's already out and we're trying to get to that game.
But yeah, also, it seems that Arceus is going to have shiny Pokemon. That is confirmed. From images and from sources. Good sources.
Yeah.
So,
see,
I don't know how good the method is yet. So, I have no idea if we'll even attempt Arceus.
Yeah.
Because of how Arceus is going to play, I'm not too sure I want to.
Yeah, by the way, guys, this is going to be, a little bit of I want to say a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. I don't know anything about Arceus. Because I've been keeping myself unspoiled. Outside of, like, the random things I've seen that I could not avoid seeing, I know nothing about this game. But I do... One of the things I do want to talk about is that a lot of people, like, you know, will watch spoiler videos, or, like, watch, like, theory videos and stuff and be like, okay, I think I know what this game's going to be like, or I think I know what X is going to do. And a lot of companies get pissed off at those videos. Because they like to, you know, curate their releases. They like people to know things when they want them to know it, how they want them to know it.
Yeah.
But to pull the covers off the situation, to pull the wool out of everyone's eyes for a second, Nintendo and especially Game Freak know that their employees are going to spoil things. That's not a surprise to them. No one at Game Freak is like surprised when some Twitter follower announces something about their games. They know their staff are excited about their games, and they know people like to know before the game's official trailers and before the game comes out what's going to be in the game. And from what I've seen, like if you watch any compilations from like Game Theory, or not Game Theory, from Did You Know Gaming, they have theory videos where it's like, here's these like reveals that these people said were going to be features in the new Smash Bros. Game, or features in the new Nintendo game. And what you'll find a lot of the times is that people will guess one or two things, but then have a lot of other things wrong. And people then immediately assume, oh, that person had absolutely no knowledge of the games. They were lying out their ass. That is not true. Just to pull the wool off of everybody's eyes, Nintendo, and again, Game Freak, lie to their staff. Like, if you are working at Nintendo or Game Freak, they know the stuff's being spoiled. So what they intentionally do is they will literally tell their staff only what they need to know, and then give them false information on top of what they need to know. Which they do so that when they spoil things, they'll look wrong, and therefore be, like, ignored by the community, for the spoiler community, because they obviously were full of shit. That's why I don't trust any any leaks. I don't trust them. Not because some of those things aren't correct, but it's the companies know that they're going to be spoiling things, and so they intentionally give those spoilers false information to spoil. So that's why I don't trust anybody who ever says, like, this feature's gonna be in Arceus, and this feature's gonna be in Diamond and Pearl, and X and Y. It's like, not the game's X and Y. Just whatever. Sorry, I used X and Y and then realized Pokemon has a game called X and Y. That's kind of confusing. So, but, yeah, that's why I don't trust any of those Twitter posts. I don't trust any of, like, the fan rumors. Not because I don't think those people know what they're talking about, but because I think the companies don't let them know true information so that they'll lie to you. So it's like, that's why I don't know what's going into Arceus, and I won't know till the game comes out, and neither will anyone else. Nobody knows what's going into that game till it releases. Well, I guess the people who get advanced copies know before then, but until an advanced copy hits someone's hands and they can actively, like, analyze the game, none of you know what's in that game.
Here's the thing. I don't know how quick people get their advanced copies.
Usually, I think it's a week in advance. But, like, I'm pretty sure they're mailed to them, so it's kind of whenever the fuck the mail gets it there.
So let's give them, like, probably maybe 4 or 5 days before the release.
But again, you can always tell the difference between a rumor and a leak, because what'll happen is somebody like the Cutting Room Floor or other groups that leak games and, like, have information on games internally will literally release, we have data mined we had an advanced copy, we data mined the game, and here's all the information from the data mine. That's different than, hey, I work at Nintendo or Game Freak, and I heard X feature's going to be in this game. Like, I trust, like, here's the data mine of the game I have in my hands, and here's what's in the game. I don't trust the other. Because, again, these companies will lie to you. They will tell you certain features are in the game that aren't in the game, so that when you spoil them, you look like an idiot.
Plus, I don't think they will not put shinies in this game.
Yes, but
I firmly just don't believe they will just deny shinies.
But again, you have to remember that not all of the side games have shinies. But even ignoring that, they might put in preset shinies. So it might be like the shiny Gyarados of, you can only get these certain shinies because they're literally scripted.
From what I have seen of the game.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of the game, You can catch any amount of Pokemon, and you can do basically whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's similar to... just imagine this game's wild area, but a game. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Except larger.
Hello, Void!
There's the Void. Oh, Void, what did you do to your
He
name,
added in
bud?
a metric ton of underscores.
He wanted to make sure people knew his name was Void.
Yeah. There's now a very large void in Void's name.
He just wanted to make the chat bigger.
We saw you beforehand, Void, but hello.
Hello, hello.
We appreciate your presence. Even though apparently you're an empty void, so therefore we shouldn't feel your presence, but I don't know.
The voiding is mutual.
The void is mutual. What does that mean? Okay, the ad's done. What's up?
What's up? Two Bros Game Night. I love your ads. Can we do more?
I like how you can. It's weird.
Let's
that you
do
can-
ad time.
It's weird that you can post in the chat before you can even before you're done with the ad. I'm surprised that Twitch allows that.
Yeah,
But, yes,
yeah.
hello, Void.
You can post in chat while watching ad.
Yeah, which is weird.
But you
Yeah.
know, you have to be allowed to do so. I mean, you have to comment to the people while you're watching an ad. Hey boys, I can't hear you right now. I'm
I
enjoying
can't hear
your
you right now. I'm
30-second
leaving.
ad.
I'm leaving my
But
name
I'm
and
gonna
number,
ask a
and I'll get back
question.
to you in about a minute and a half.
I'm gonna ask a question while I'm watching.
Well, I guess
the ad.
okay. Asking a question could be fine if it takes a minute for the person to respond. But I don't know.
But
yeah, we're doing okay. We were commenting on your mini underscores and younger bros making a joke about how the void is mutual, which I don't understand what that means. What does that mean?
What it needs to mean.
I got nothing here, guys.
You should have something. I mean, we're a comedian channel. We need to always have something.
No, sometimes you just say something. And when you say that thing, the other person's just like, there's nothing. There is no comeback I
You're
can
right.
make
There is
that
nothing.
can
That's
have-
why it's a void.
There's no comeback I can make that has anything. There's not that many underscores. There's like 10, 20
Maybe
underscores.
15.
Like, there's clearly more than there was before. They're multiplying.
Oh god, it's the rabbit of Twitch. Underscores.
No, I'm pretty sure there's probably a more famous Twitch rabbit. It's probably some VTuber or one of those just chatting channels.
Maybe. But yeah, one thing's for sure, guys. It's gonna be a while before we just.
It's only 18 underscores. I said 10 or 20. I would say I was right there.
It's gonna be a while before we start shiny hunting in Diamond and
Yep.
Pearl. And guys, I'm tempted to record all of Shining Pearl's post-game stuff. Only some of it, not all of it. Some of it.
Again, if you record any of it, it's not going out until
I know.
March.
I know.
So you're just delaying your own mobile series at this point.
Well,
Everything
I can
you
record
add
it and
extra.
just keep it backlogged for a while.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Everything you add extra just keeps delaying the next mobile series from coming out because it can't come out till you're done with this.
But anyway, I want to record that many because I'd record catching Heatran, catching Giratina, and Cresselia and the Lake Pokemon. That's it.
BDSP is ass. I mean, yeah.
I hate... Okay, I don't hate it. I like it as a concept, but the way they did it is stupid. I do not like what they did with Raminus Park.
To be fair to Ilka, I don't believe Game Freak would have done any differently. So my complaints are
They could've
directed
just
at
Put them
both
in
Game
the
Freak
world somewhere.
and Ilka. But yeah, I didn't like. I did not have that much fun with BDSP. Like,
Because do you know what you have to do in order to get the legendary Pokemon in Raminus Park?
Nope.
You have to go in the underground and find these rare items just to get a slate, which allows you to get one legendary in a certain room.
Right. Yes, I did hear something vaguely about that.
Yeah, so you can get 3 of one of these rare items, or there's an even rarer item, which I've only found one.
Yep.
And that will get you one slate immediately. But yeah, you have to get a certain number of these rare items and get a slate.
So wait, you can get an infinite number of legendaries then? Or is it
No.
just you can only, like...
You can only, from my understanding, you can only get one.
So then what?
But you can rebuy the same slate.
Yeah, but they doesn't do anything after you get it. That's
I
the
don't
point.
think so.
So like, what the fuck would be the point of that?
To collect all the items.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Except me, sort of.
Yeah, but even you don't go, like, quite that far.
I go that far when I have nothing else to do in the game, and
you-
I want something to do in the game.
Yeah, but you haven't
Like, I
had
went that far with X and Y.
That's fair. But you haven't gone that far in Pokemon games in a little bit at this point.
Long time.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't done it
So-
since X and Y.
Yeah.
Because X and Y, I had everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so even you arguably don't care about that anymore. It's just like, I just don't understand the point of that. It's like, if you've got these items that you can upgrade to a thing, but then you can't do anything with that thing ever again. It's like, then what's the point of having infinite of it? Why not just have 3? Like,
I mean, you can't get more than one Master Ball.
yeah. Yeah, but now
Yeah.
imagine if the game gave you Master Ball tops and bottoms and let you craft a Master Ball, but then let you keep getting Master Ball tops and bottoms, but you couldn't use the crafter anymore. So you have like 99 bottom parts and top parts, but you can't do anything with them. You had an AZ Floette.
I don't know, like, the code for that Floette is in the game, and I do not know if they had an event somewhere for that Pokemon.
I don't remember. I didn't play those games enough at the time to even get to that point. So, like, I have no knowledge of how that worked. Hello, Mr. B.
Hey,
see,
Mr. B.
See, Mr. B has a much more countable number of underscores. They never had an event for it.
I could have swore they had an overseas event for it, but...
Yeah, I
Guess
guess it
not.
could have been something in Japan, for all I know.
No, it wasn't in Japan. It wasn't in Japan at all, as far as I am. I thought it was, like, in Europe, somewhere around there. Maybe France.
It's only in France because the game's in France. The game's France.
Yeah,
God.
I swear it was somewhere around there, but Voy would probably know because he knows
Yeah.
all of the events, as far as I'm aware.
Want to hear some fun video game news? Sure, Mr. B.
Is the video game news about Arceus?
Is-
If so, be careful to not spoil older bro.
No spoilers, please. But video game news, sure.
Maybe it's Banjo and Kazooie on Switch.
They never gave it out at all. Yep. Playing Grand Theft Auto, there's a mission where you sell drugs out of an ice cream truck.
Really?
Sounds about right. I can imagine something like that
Yeah,
happening.
that's great. Now this is this Grand Theft Auto Online, which is GTA 5, or
I mean, no, it's GTA Online.
or is it the Ultimate Trilogy?
Vice City.
Vice City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't played any of, like, the older games, and, some of them I haven't played at all, and, like, I think I've only played a couple of them. Like, in a long time.
For a long time, I didn't want to play GTA. I thought it was stupid. And then I started watching videos on it. I'm like, I want to play this game now. So the first GTA game I owned was GTA 5. The first one I played was the one you had on DS.
Yep. To be fair, they are still stupid games, but that doesn't mean they're not fun.
Yeah, remember the fun I had on a motorcycle?
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, guys.
That motorcycle is still
Yeah, go
going
check out
somewhere.
our GTA 5 video. Like the end of the series. End of the series, we wanted to do everything in the game, and we had to do the stunt ramps.
The stunt ramps were...
Oh,
No.
it was such a pain.
Don't be like us. Don't try to 100% a game.
And you know,
Especially GTA.
and here's the thing. I want 100% the online, but I don't know how much of that is doable because
That's impossible.
Because you know, friends, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
Literally impossible.
I don't know how much of GTA my friends want to do, so I'll ask them.
Not possible.
So I'll probably just do the things that are story-based and online.
Yeah.
So probably all the heists and side missions, and that's probably going to be it. But the only reason I 100% GTA is because I wanted to.
Yeah.
And, like, it didn't go too long. Like, we had 40 episodes dedicated to it, so.
Yeah, but it's definitely not something we do on the regular, and it's not something we would want to do on the regular.
Like, there's only a few series I want 100%.
Yeah.
Like, if it was something like Madagascar, that game I wanted to.
Sure.
Like, that was a childhood video game, and also, I knew it wouldn't have take that long.
Yep. Same with me in, like, Metroid Fusion. I'll 100% those games, because, like, it's a childhood game.
Yeah, like, Madagascar, I've never 100%.
And
like,
Yoshi's Island, never 100%ing that.
No.
Which Yoshi's Island? Like, because some of those games are actually, like, it's fun to try to 100% some of those games, but, like, it's the original, yeah, there were some, yeah, SNES, yeah, the original was, there were some hard moments that are not fun.
But yeah, Madagascar 100%. First time I did it was on camera. Because it was... Do you remember the beach level with the dolphin? Like, where you had to
Vaguely.
stand and wait at a certain point in the game?
100% in the really long cave. Oh, no.
But...
No, no, no.
But yeah, guys, I never knew about that dolphin where you had to stand at a certain place and it would just bring you 5 coins.
To be fair, Mr. B, you could always try 100%ing the Yoshi's Woolly World games, which are basically just Yoshi's Island, but woolly.
Yeah, the thing about Yoshi...
Those are a lot easier to 100%.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island... I want to say that it was fine, like, but I didn't really, like it too much. Like, I'll probably eventually own it because I liked some of the levels, but I just didn't really have that much fun with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. One of these days we'll play it.
Well, I'm talking about Crafted World. The
Oh,
one we
Crafted
played.
World specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, I enjoyed it. See, I don't know. Yoshi's Island fans don't like me because I actually really loved the Yoshi's Island DS, the remake that added in, like, all the babies. I really loved that game. And so, like, nobody agrees with me on that, or very few. Most people are just like, nah, why did you do this? I'm like, I liked that game.
Yeah, guys, even though I get mad at a lot of my games, there's very few games I actually hate. Celeste is borderline. The Celeste I love, but I also hate.
On the borderline.
Vampire is a little above borderline. Because I hated the fact that I could not beat it in normal mode.
Yeah, the normal mode is just disgusting. Again, to be fair, that was more my fault because, again, I misunderstood how the fucking thing worked and was like, oh, the normal mode makes the, like, people dying not matter, which it doesn't.
No.
So, like, it just made combat easier. But something in the dialogue made it seem like they were saying something else, so. Never mind. Yeah.
Yep, and next time I'm just doing what I want.
Yeah.
Because God of War, PS4 one.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one on the PS4.
Dad of boy.
Yeah, Data Boy, that one.
Yep.
That one also says that.
Yeah.
And I played hours of it.
No difference.
No difference, just
Okay.
combat.
Okay.
Like I played it both on easy mode and normal mode.
Yeah.
No difference.
Okay.
At least none that I saw.
None that you can find. Yeah. See, I like games like Bayonetta, where difficulty changes almost nothing except just how difficult the fighting is. But like you can freely change at any time to any difficulty you want, and just be like, "Yep, I'm gonna play easy mode, and then I'm gonna play normal mode if I want to, or not." Like I like those kind of games. Like I've put a lot of time into what was it, Fire Emblem Warriors?
No, it's Hyrule Warriors.
No, I mean Fire Emblem Warriors. I've put a lot of time into Fire Emblem Warriors because I've played through that game in easy mode and normal mode and hard mode, and started playing in like the impossible mode difficulty or whatever the final mode is.
God damn it, I didn't mean.
Sure, Void. We will. I will absolutely listen with intent on your favorite anime quotes. Yeah, or intently, whatever. You know what I mean. But yeah, so like I have put in a lot of time into that, and it was fun. But it's definitely one of those games where you play through the easy mode, and then play through the normal mode, and then play through the hard mode, and then you get to the final difficulty, and you slam your head into a fucking wall because...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
What in the world anime was that?
Yeah, I wouldn't know, because I haven't watched a lot of anime, even though I want to.
Like, that's a great quote. Terrible, but great. But like, what anime said that? It had to have been a dub. There's no way the Japanese text said that. Or maybe it was only the Japanese text that would say that. I don't know.
Either way, that's
Just
funny.
that's so brutal.
Brutality.
Oh, I saw that. Okay, so I saw there was a post posted on our group's Discord.
Yeah.
Or my friend group's Discord specifically. That it claimed it was a tweet that Sony sent, and it claimed it was a tweet that Xbox sent. Following it.
Oh,
And I was like, there is no possible way this is the legitimate quote from these companies. Because the first quote was from Sony of like, how many companies are you going to buy to Xbox? And Xbox responded back with, it's kind of like in World War II, where we nuked your company. This is the first nuke. It was something along those lines. So like, there's no way on earth this is a legitimate... Oh, it's from Ghost Stories! Yes! Yes! Yeah, that is the only anime that would say that. I believe it. Okay, I know. Okay, Void, I knew that one was Ghost Stories. That one's good.
I don't know about the first one.
Yeah, I didn't remember the first one, but I would remember the one little retarded boy has his heart set on that thing. That one I would remember.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ghost Stories is definitely one anime I also want to watch because of the clips you've showed me. Like, it's so fucking great.
You have to understand.
Did you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
I've actually sat down and watched all of Ghost Stories. The clips are absolutely the best moments. I don't regret watching it. But, yeah, those clips are absolutely the best parts of that show.
And I'm not even high. Nope, completely sober.
There will, yeah. There will never be a better dub than Ghost Stories because no other show. See, the problem is, Void, if they remake it, it would just be a straight dub. No one would do that.
I don't
again.
want that with that series. No.
Unless they paid Team 4 Stars to dub it and specifically let them do whatever they wanted, no one would remake that dub as well. No one could do it.
Like, it was basically a dub abridged.
It was literally an abridge, except it didn't abridge anything. And it was the official release.
So good.
Like, it's so good.
Whoever came up with that concept, you are a fucking champion.
Yeah, because literally what happened was they were told, hey, it's like, hey, this didn't do well in Japan. You're gonna have to play with the source material. Here's these two things you can't change. Everything else is fair game. Just.
Oh.
And you know something's weird's going on with that show from like the first line when you got the kid with her head out the window and just like, get your head back in the car, you get your head cut off. It's just like one of the first fucking lines. It's just like, what?
Yeah, that's sad.
Although I do have to say, I love the girl. Or I love the have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior girl? Yeah. I love that girl.
She is probably one of the best characters in existence.
No show, except maybe barring a little bit. It's only 20 episodes, yeah. Except maybe barring Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Have they ever gotten that explicitly religious and it was funny?
Yeah.
They've never done, like, no other shows do
so
this.
Fucking good. I'm going to.
Yeah, the cat's great.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the baby brother, they just kind of gave up trying to dub him. They just made him cry all the time.
Yeah. Like, from the clips I've seen of the show. Yeah. Yeah, from the clips I've seen of the show, that girl is my favorite character in the show. Well, sorry, my favorite girl character in the show, and the ghost is my favorite male character in the show.
The cat's really good.
The cat is so fucking great. He's like, I'm in a cat's body. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I'm sorry, what the hell are you gonna do to me? I'll claw your fucking eyes out.
Oh, so you sharpen your nails too?
You're some of the most ugly children I've ever had the misfortune of looking up.
Oh, yes, I remember that one, too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But no, yeah, the girl, I love that girl's line. But then I love the other kid's immediate response of like, no, I'm Jewish. It's just like the immovable object. Wham!
And didn't she say something back? What'd she say?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure you were saved.
Yeah, that. I was like, oh shit. This is a back and forth.
If they would have introduced a Muslim character at some point, I would have just quit. That episode would just break. You just like, nope, we're done. We are done. There's nowhere this can go.
Oh, man. Yeah, we should put that on this. Like, that has to be on the list.
The problem is, there's nothing you can add to it. We cannot add anything to that show.
I know, I'm just saying, like, I want to watch the show.
Yeah, we might just watch it, like, not for the channel. Just watch it for ourselves. Because, like,
think of the views.
There's nothing we can add to it.
Think of the views.
What are we gonna add?
You can add your Muslim characters.
It's funny. Like,
well, at least we'd get reactions out of it.
Do you have any books by black people?
Holy shit.
That's the problem. It is so over the top. So like, it puts almost every comedy to shame. Like, fuck whatever the hell Magical Senpai was trying to do when this show from 20 fucking years ago was doing comedy much better than you.
Here's the thing, Ghost Stories was given basically a shit script and said, nope, we're just throwing that out.
They took a show that was trying to play it straight and said, no, this is going to be the best comedy of all time. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, probably the funniest anime of all time has to be that.
Like,
the closest would be unabridged.
Yeah, it takes a show like Nichijou that's intentionally trying to be one of the funniest shows on the planet to rival that show. Like, because when you just have because you gotta understand, like, anime dubbers, like, and this is true for even, like, in Japanese, like, for the subs, people doing the subs, but, like, anime voice actors, in general, are some of the horniest people, some of the, like, stupidest people, and people who are just saying whatever the fuck they want off the cuff because they just fucked up their line, and so, shit, fuck it, fuck me in the ass, just fuck me. That shit is in their bloopers. They basically do what we do in their official bloopers.
Yeah, here's the thing. The official bloopers, are they on the disc that the show comes on? Or?
Sometimes they don't release them. A lot of times they don't release them at all. They just
are they shown at, like, conventions?
Sometimes they will show them at conventions. That's what they did for Sword Art Online's bloopers.
Yeah, and they did that for Kill la Kill as well.
Which they had some really good bloopers. And as funny, like, you gotta understand, the people doing Sword Art Online were trying to make Sword Art Online more funny in their bloopers. They were trying to do what Something Witty Entertainment did. Like, literally one of the lines, I can't believe Something Witty Entertainment didn't just steal. Because, like, literally one of the lines was like, I'm sitting in my tub right now. Well, I guess they haven't gotten to it yet. They might still steal it. But, yeah, I'm just laying in my tub right now. And Kirito's just like, yeah, there's this button called FaceTime. It's just... It's so fucking good. It's like on one hand, Something Witty Entertainment, there's no way they can just outright steal that line. But they can't not do it. It's right there. It's the obvious, immediate response to that joke of, oh, you're naked in a tub. Could you send me nudes? Like,
okay.
Please don't ban
all
Twitch.
anime everywhere needs to borrow from Ghost Stories now.
Yeah, like, that's what abridges are. Like, Ghost Stories set the standard for this is what an abridge should be. And it was an official release. And now everyone's like, yes, Ghost Stories was the pinnacle of all abridges. An abridge so great it became the official release. Again, it was the official release first, but who cares? Who actually cares?
But, yeah, I wish the best for Team 4 Star. Do you think they would have a better time if they weren't so heavily, like, copyright?
Yes, absolutely. There is no doubts in my mind that Team 4 Star, like, there was a lot of, like, Team 4 Star also stopped doing DBZ Abridged because they wanted to work on their own projects. They wanted to do new things. Now, I would like to point out that a lot of the new projects they've been trying to do, they never actually did anything with. Like they tried to do that.
Great.
They tried to, yeah, Hiffle's fine, but that's still just DBZ Abridged. It's still Dragon Ball. Like, but any of the new stuff that's not Dragon Ball, who the fuck knows what happened to that? Remember when they were going to do Fistmaster? Remember when Fistmaster stopped airing and hasn't aired since?
It was one episode and that's it.
I went back and watched the original because that show was actually they were redoing an older dub that only got to 3 episodes. And I enjoyed the 3-episode version that came out before, and I was like, oh, cool. This version's gonna be good when they eventually release that.
I liked Fishmaster.
Fell off the face of the fucking earth.
Just disappeared.
Yeah.
And now they're doing. Are they still doing Final Fantasy?
I think they finished Final Fantasy.
Oh, they finally finished it.
I think, but I'm not certain.
I know they're on Dr. Stone right now, but I'm like...
Yeah. They're doing something with Dr. Stone.
The thing about Dr. Stone is I'm interested in it. I want to see
Yeah.
the show. I want to know what it is. But I don't want to watch the abridged yet.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to point out, they lost a shit ton of their subs.
Yes. And they knew that was going to happen going forward. They knew that when we announced we're not doing Dragon Ball anymore, most people are going to leave because what they were there for was Dragon Ball. And that's perfectly fine. Let me say that for the record, guys. As a creator, it sucks when you see a lot of people unsub from your channel. I get that. But if you're making one specific thing, if you are not a variety content creator like us, if you are we are going to make one project, that is our one thing we're doing, and then you stop making that, that's gonna happen. Like, if a channel like us stops playing Pokemon and plays another game, we'll lose a couple people. But if we only play Pokemon, and then we suddenly start not playing Pokemon, we say we're not playing Pokemon anymore, we're switching to Zelda, we should lose subs, because people are here for us playing Pokemon.
And that's why I wanted us to be a variety channel.
Yeah.
Only because, A, we want to play several different games.
We want to play many different games. We don't want to play just one thing.
Type of game.
Yeah.
Plus, that one type of thing, you only have so long before that one type of thing could just end.
It depends on the certain thing. Like, you gotta understand, there are people out there who do a lot of Zelda stuff, and,
I understand there's, random generators.
Yeah, randomizers.
I know that one guy you watch.
Randomizers basically broke open that for almost everyone, where now it's a completely different game every single time. So there's you never feel stale because it's just a completely new game.
I understand that.
But yeah, no, we wanted to play a lot of different games, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a double-edged sword. If you play a lot of different games, then people have to be subscribing for you, not the games.
And I kind of want people to subscribe for us, but...
Yeah, and that's the thing Team 4 Star knew going in. When they made that announcement, they knew that was not the case. Most people were not subscribed for Team 4 Stars. They were subscribed for DBZ Abridged. And when that stopped, they're gonna leave, because that's the natural thing to do. It's natural when, if you watch Adult Swim and Rick and Morty stops airing forever, whenever Rick and Morty eventually ends, it's natural that if you don't watch anything else on there, you don't watch that channel anymore. Yeah, it's completely natural and understandable when that happens. And yeah, it's gonna feel like shit. It's gonna feel like, as a creator, it's gonna feel like you're being stabbed because all these people are just leaving. And it's like, yeah, well, that's the consequence of that decision. You can't complain about it because you chose that route. You chose to focus one thing, and when you stop doing that thing, as you will, that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
our growth is slow, and we accept that, because we don't care about growth.
Yeah, Team 4 Star,
Team 4 Star did get fucked over. Of course they were going to.
I still love their voice actors.
Yes.
They
have their own company.
When they try to be funny, they're fucking funny.
Yeah, they are very good.
They
have their own dubbing company. They've done official dubs for anime.
We've quoted them so many times. Yeah. Countless times.
Yeah. No one argues they're not funny. No one. But that's not the point. They wanted to do their own new projects.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to have to deal with, constant copyright problems.
The only way I could have seen them getting away with it is if they didn't take scenes from the show and just 3D animated all of it.
Yep. That still probably wouldn't have worked, but yes, that would have done that would have helped resolve the problem. But
like, I know that they can get people to do that. I mean, they did it with Hiffle, sort of.
Yes.
But that's a short series. It's not going to probably last forever.
No. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, it's sad to see Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball just end so abruptly.
Yeah. And again, I think that Funimation could have done something about it if they'd really wanted to. Like, Funimation has the clout and, like, pull. They could have just brought Team 4 Star on officially. Like,
and they never did.
No.
I don't understand.
Like, this is... To be... let me be kind of frank a bit on because I hate Kai. I hate the concept of Kai.
Dragon Ball Z Kai?
Yeah. Not because I think there's anything inherently wrong with it. The fundamental idea is just, hey, we're going to redo Dragon Ball Z, and we're going to cut out a lot of the filler bits, and we're just going to shrink the show down into a much more manageable product. And I don't have a problem with that as a concept. The thing I really didn't like was the fact that they had to change voice actors because some of them just died. And some of them just straight up sounded completely different because it's been like 30 fucking years. Like, so, like, it was natural that, like, there was gonna be differences. Like, yeah. But this is what I wish Kai would have been. Like,
Kai... I watched all the way up to the Frieza Saga.
Yeah.
And I don't remember having a problem. I had problems when people started to point out, yeah, they cut this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they cut out a lot for Kai. Kai cut a huge amount. Because didn't they completely cut the entire Garlic Jr. saga?
That's after Frieza,
yeah.
So I wouldn't know, because I only watched up to Frieza.
Gotcha.
I didn't know they did.
That's what I was going to ask. Did they do all of it?
They did. We looked this up. You told me several times they did up to Majin Buu.
Okay. Well, they did up to, or they did through Majin Buu?
Through, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah, it's like I'm not gonna sit down, like, I'm not gonna stand here and say that Dragon Ball Z is some perfect show that, like, absolutely doesn't have bits that can and should have been removed. There's a lot of filler. Like, Dragon Ball Z does absolutely have way too much filler at points. It's not as bad as people remember it. It's not literally like 10 episodes of Goku screaming. That's not how bad it was.
No.
Well, I mean, there probably were 10 episodes of Goku screaming, but it was like, there were 10 episodes of Goku screaming for like 1 minute each episode.
Here's the thing.
I've
watched the entirety of Dragon Ball,
yeah.
And I do not remember a point where... Okay, besides Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 took 1 episode to transform?
Something like that. But, yeah, like, was there seriously a reason why we needed the frog? Like, the bit where Ginyu came back? Did we really need the Bulma side quest in that?
Bulma's whole thing was the dragon. She wasn't watching the Dragon Ball good enough.
No. It was the part. I'm saying, did we really need that whole side quest where during the fight with Frieza, Bulma decides to make a fucking animal translator to make this certain frog she just met talk, which was the frog that was Ginyu, so that he could transform into her? And they had this whole fucking unnecessary side quest where they did that, only for him to then get swapped back into the frog again.
I actually agree with that point in the show. That should have been just cut.
Like, why the fuck was that there?
Like, think about it this way. So, out of all the Dragon Ball games you played,
Yeah. Does any of them do that?
Any of them include the
like,
filler
well,
from the show?
sort of. Some of them sort of include some filler, but it's very rare. But like
Yeah,
a lot of people feel like that like Garlic Jr.'s filler, and that was not filler. That was written by Akira Toriyama. It wasn't filler. It's in the manga. Like, that's official fucking shit. There was no reason that needs to be cut. I get that it's like, why the fuck is this happening? It's boring. Why aren't we just going on to the next villain? But it's like,
I actually
hello, Croc.
I didn't have a problem with
I never had a problem with it.
Garlic Jr.
Like, I enjoyed that movie, and Garlic Jr. was literally just a, hey, like, let's
canon.
reference that movie again. Which, again, is hilarious that he tries to claim that all the movies are non-canon, when literally that's impossible. Garlic Jr., like, the original Garlic movie can't be non-canon, because that arc literally relies on it.
Yeah, and Bardock's now non-canon, even though people keep using the original.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they should. Yeah, hello, Croc. Sorry to hear that you're sick again. Like,
But
I'm guessing you got whatever your brother had?
I'm just saying, like, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Yeah.
That game has probably the most of any Dragon Ball game.
Yeah, it includes
And
almost
they
everything.
didn't include fake Namek,
Yep. Yeah,
Bulma switching.
Yeah, why the fuck was fake Namek a thing? Just why? What did that add?
They basically had all the official stuff.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Like, I say that. Well, first off, I don't know if fake Namek's actually in the comics or not, so that one might not be filler. But let's separate these out.
It's just, here's the thing.
Let's just even ignore the manga. Let's just focus strictly on the anime, and just say, what did fake Namek add? What the hell did the Bulma making a translator so that Captain Ginyu could come back for like 2 minutes add? But even ignoring that, the problem is most of the fucking games just ignore the continuity from, like, or they ignore the canon. Like, for example, the games fucking ignore, like, GT entirely. It's almost always just Z. Like, how many of them show the fight with Legic? How many of the games have that fight? How many of the fights have the fucking whatever his name was, the fucking statue with the Para brothers?
As far as, yeah, Mookie.
Mookie. How many have that?
There is only one game I can think of that has
Any of that.
And that's GT Transformation.
Yeah, a game that was literally about GT, which came out during GT.
Because when people put the GT saga in the games,
they put in Super 17, they put in
the Dragons.
Yeah, they sometimes put in, well, no, not even that. They put in Super 17, they put in Baby, and they put in Omega Shenron, and basically nothing else. They might occasionally put in Nova Shenron. But that's literally it. They ignore every other goddamn thing in the entire fucking franchise that happened during GT.
Like, the only game that has even added anybody else besides Omega Shenron and Nova is Legends.
Yep.
They have Ice.
Yeah.
But if we want to go crazy and think of the game that adds everything,
well, Dokkan has all the characters, but they don't add the plots. Like,
no, they have their none of the mobile games. They reference the anime, but they do not follow the anime.
But I'm talking, like, ignoring GT Transformations, the game that came out during GT. That was literally the plot of GT.
Yeah.
Like, ignoring that specific game. What other games have even referenced the shit? None. Zero. How many of them reference Dragon Ball? How many of them include, like, the tournament saga from Dragon Ball 1 with the fight with Tien?
One.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they didn't do the fight with Tien.
Yeah. How many of them have the original tournament that didn't have Tien? Or not the other tournament. Like, with Jackie Chun. How many of them have the fight with Piccolo? Again, basically none of them. So it's like, all of them are just like, well, Dragon Ball Z. We'll do the Dragon Ball Z shit. You have 3 fucking franchises. You now have 4. You have Super. You have 4 fucking sets of continuity. And almost none of you do anything with anything but Dragon Ball Z.
Like, okay, like
So it's like I know that like so it's easy to say that like, oh, the game's cut out all the filler, and so should Kai, but it's like they cut out the non-filler too. Like,
yeah, okay, the third.
how many of them show Deborah half the time? Like, a lot of the games don't even do like the fights with Deborah.
No,
That's not even filler.
a lot of most of the games I've played have Deborah.
But yeah, it's like,
But I like Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had basically everything.
yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had almost everything. That is true.
But it didn't include every fight.
No. And I think it's fair to not include literally every fight. But yeah, like, I don't know. Sometimes they cut out even stuff from Dragon Ball Z. They'll just ignore story content from those games. Because they're just like, it takes too long. We'll simplify it. We'll just do the fight with Nappa, just do the fight with Vegeta. We might even ignore the Yajirobe cutting off his tail bit or whatever. We'll simplify it down. We'll have 2 fights or something. We'll ignore the Cyberman bit. It's like,
but yeah, like I agree with you. We have never seen a new style GT game.
no.
And we've never seen a new style Dragon Ball game. Like the newest Dragon Ball game that we had, I looked up all the Dragon Ball games.
One. Yep.
The newest we had was on the DS.
Yep.
And
yeah, I had both of those.
And
I had Origins and Origins 2.
Yeah, and GT Transformations is the only GT game.
Yeah, because so few people gave a shit about that. But, like, you still see references to it. They still love to throw Super Saiyan 4 in. You'll see Super Saiyan 4 all the goddamn time. You'll see Super 17 a lot, but you never see anything else. It's like, you
never
can't
see
fucking
the
cherry
story.
pick this shit.
You rarely see the story. Like, Xenoverse didn't add GT until DLC.
And Xenoverse doesn't even really have GT. It has basically those few fights and nothing else. You get almost nothing else.
In the first Xenoverse game, it had Baby, Super 17, and Omega Shenron.
Yep.
And the second game, still basically that.
Yeah, exactly. No one goes into the bits about, because again, and I understand why. I understand why they do it. Well, some of it.
Oh, the second game, they don't even have a plot for GT. It's all Super.
Yep. And I get that. Super's the new hotness. They want to show off Super.
They had one thing in DLC for GT. If you remember when they're in Whis' staff plane or whatever that void is. It's basically a hyperbolic time chamber. Just
sure, whatever.
Whis.
I don't even remember that specific bit happening. I just remember.
Anyways, instead of going Super Saiyan Blue like they're supposed to, they go Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a reference.
Yeah, but that's it. It's like, you'll get Super Saiyan 4 all the time, but it's like, you almost never get more. You almost never get, like, half the stuff that happened in that series. And let's be honest, GT was not that bad. Like, GT wasn't as fight-focused. And that's the fundamental problem, is all these games are fighting games. So few Dragon Ball games are adventure games. They always focus on the fights. So GT and Dragon Ball, the games that had many fewer fights, they've got nothing. It's like, well, we can't pull from these games that have no fights.
Dragon Ball actually had fights. It's just
they're low power fights, and they can't. So that you can't use Super Saiyan, you can't use Ki, basically.
No,
you can only use Kamehameha.
Yeah.
So it's like you mostly have to punch people and use Kamehameha, and that's it. And so it's like,
but they still had interesting, at that point, just make a quick time event Dragon Ball game.
Yeah. So it's like, I understand to some extent why they do that, but it's like, I don't know. No one uses General Reload. No one. No games have General Reload. Again, except GT Transformations, the game that was literally about GT.
The only games that have General Reload as a character that I can think of is GT and the mobile games.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, once you get to Dokkan Battle.
Yeah, they don't use him. I guess his fight wasn't big enough.
Yeah. But it's like, I would love to see a new Budokai style game where you go through the entire actual franchise. I would love to see a game where you fight General Blue, and you have a side story.
Here's the thing.
And you have a side story plot where Goku fights Aurelie.
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
In the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game.
Yep.
The game you don't own.
Yes.
The game
the
you've
one
never
I
played.
don't own.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have known.
Again, apparently they made the perfect fucking game, and I was never aware that it existed. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, before we continue our ranting, it has been an hour, so we are going to run the one of 2 ads we run each week. We will see you at the end of that.
Like, I personally can't wait to play Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't think to move over a lot of my Dragon Ball import series. So it's gonna be a little bit.
It's every other thing. We didn't move over this.
It's because Xenoverse 1 and 2 took so fucking long.
That's fair.
Like, it's taken... both of those series took up the Dragon Ball slot.
Yeah.
And I had to bring back Xenoverse 2 several times.
Yeah.
And it seems to me I still have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still more.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but there is still more.
Yep.
And Burkle said it best, guys, if you keep giving them money, they won't want to make the next game.
Exactly. That's why, and that's why GTA 5 still exists. Why do you think they haven't made GTA 6? It's not because that nobody wants GTA 6. Everyone wants GTA 6. You know why they're not? Because you keep fucking paying for GTA Online. Stop giving them money. If you stop paying for GTA Online, if you just say, no, we will not play your fucking games until you make a new game, they'll make a new game. This is why I hate fucking, like, online, like, multiplayer games like this, where the entire point is just get money for microtransactions and keep making the game forever. It ruins the creativity of video games because people stop making new games. It's, oh, let's look forward to this new expansion to GTA Online. Let's look forward to the new expansion to Xenoverse 2. I'd like Xenoverse 3. Because, again, I know that they will never fucking expand into GT. They're never going to expand into Dragon Ball Original. It's like, you know what I want to fucking see? I want to see a game where you work with few. I want to see.
I want that to be the third game.
I want to see a third game where you're working with few, and where the villains are trying to go back in time to kill Goku because that's the only, like, while he's a kid, because that's the only fucking way they can. They have to kill him before he turns Super Saiyan. I'd like to see a game where few decides, hey, what if I play around with time so much that I create Super Saiyan, where I create SSJ Super Saiyan 4. Where I create Godly Key Super Saiyan 4. What the fuck does that look like? And you have to go Ultra Instinct to kill him.
Yeah, we actually have that, technically.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Remember I told you about Dragon Ball Heroes?
Yeah, but again...
They have something called Limit Break Super Saiyan 4. That's basically...
It's basically that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically all Godly Key is it's just another layer. It's a, like, Ultra Key. But, but yeah, like, I'd like to see shit like that. But I can't see shit like that because Dimps is too rich on the fucking, like, infinite amount of money they're getting from Xenoverse 2 to ever make a new game.
Yeah, here's also another thing. I like the anime that they have for Dragon Ball Heroes, but it's only Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, the only way to watch it in English sub was from people who did it on YouTube.
Yeah, you have to watch fan subs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, yeah, fan subs or fan dubs. Yeah, and that has been the history of gaming up till this point.
Like, I watched all the way up to Masked Goku Black. I didn't watch any further than that because I'm like,
yeah,
they're not done with the anime, so I'm just waiting until they're done.
Yeah, but that's the same thing in video games. Where up until recently, where they've like basically completely eliminated the concept of region locking things, where games basically you can just get any game from any region now.
Yeah, like this.
Like outside of that, that's been the problem with video games. Where this game came out in Japan only with English subs because enough people in Japan speak English that they have English subs, but you can't get that in the U.S. apparently because fuck you.
I sort of hate that as a concept.
Yeah, it's the same thing with anime, where you get these like small time anime things that only appear in Japan because the West don't want to fucking see that.
Yeah, like the games I'm trying to find, like guys, I've talked with this about.
Yeah, you talked about the fact that you really want to see Younger Bro, for any context, we haven't watched. Younger Bro and I have watched anime that not on this channel. Like, we have watched anime together before we did YouTube.
Yeah.
Before we did any of this, we watched anime together on occasion. And like one of the shows that was very influential to Younger Bro was The World God Only Knows, the show where the main character is basically a guy who specializes in dating sims and only dating sims, who has to,
dating sim video games.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, there really aren't dating sims that aren't video games. That's not really
visual novels.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is that
I'm saying
dating sims. What I'm saying is there aren't dating sim movies or something, or books. Really, that's only really a thing in video games. Like visual novels are just
sort of.
No, visual novels are just it's a video game, but it's a romance novel basically.
Yeah.
But like dating sims don't exist in other formats. So, anyways, but yeah, so that's all he focuses on, and then he also has to save like girls from I don't even remember at this point. Yeah, demon possession. It was weird, but the point was that Younger Bros is like, cool, I want to play the games in that show. I want to play those kind of games. And they don't fucking exist here. They're all visual novels.
Japan.
They're all in Japan. All the ones that have actual fucking choices that actually affect the fucking game, that actually have alternate endings that only happen because you choose these certain options, those just don't exist in the West.
The best we got was Telltale.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. I'm like, no, I want the dating
you want
game.
Telltale, but a dating sim. But those don't exist. They just don't exist in the West. The closest thing we had was Asagao Academy, the game that was made in the West, but it was girl focused, and that was its whole thing. It's a girl going after guys, but we just don't.
And we want the opposite of that.
It's like, but we don't have the opposite of that in the U.S. That's just not really a thing here.
And guys, now that we have the Switch, there are dating sim games on the Switch.
Yeah, because they're in Japan.
But they're Japan only.
Yeah, so you have to region switch your Switch and then buy them from a Japanese store. And it's like, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, so guys, I want you to know, I have one of those dating sims, and it is a Konosuba game.
Yep.
So
it feels weird that the Konosuba video game would be a dating sim, because it's just like,
I know.
That's kind of antithetical to the point of the show, where it's like all the girls kind of both like they want to get with him, but they also want to just kick the shit out of him all the time.
Yeah, I have no idea why this didn't get an English release.
Yeah,
but
well, it's not yet gotten an English release.
Right. There are plans to, guys, to give it an English release.
They had plans to that got delayed due to COVID and other issues, and now it may not get one just due to the fact that it's been too long.
Yeah, because, guys, it was delayed so many times. Like, it was supposed to come out, May of, last year?
Yeah, which got pushed way back.
And then it got pushed 2 months.
Yeah.
Then 3.
Then year.
And now it's probably in developer hell.
Yeah, now it's in development hell.
So, guys, we will probably just play the Japanese version. Yeah. And there's also a Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid game coming out, and it should be also this style of game.
Yeah, but from my understanding, that one actually is getting dubbed.
but there's no official, like, I've searched all the internet.
Yeah.
There is plans to make the game for Japan.
Yeah.
But there is yet to have been confirmation if it's going to get an English release.
Yeah. Miss Kobayashi, I have to look this game
Because
up.
we have a release date for Japan. We don't have one for English. And I haven't checked in a while. Like, it's been a couple months since I checked, so maybe it's improved. And I'm scared to pre-order it because
This is the game that's called Burst Forth, I think.
I don't know the English name.
Let me see.
As far as I'm aware, it's coming out on Switch. I don't think it's coming out on anything else.
It might come out on PS4.
What is with the breeder not giving me eggs?
Yeah, this is it. This game.
I can't see. I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. According to this, it is scheduled for a spring 2022 release, and where it will debut in both English and Japanese. But it is unclear if this means English dub or English sub, because they don't really explain that. So it is possible it will be like
English subtitles.
it's possible that they'll release it like they released Kill la Kill, but it might only have English sub option. So it may not be dialogue in English.
Oh, I don't care about that as long as we can.
Whatever. But yeah, it's according to this, it's also unclear if it's going to debut at the same time in English. It might come out a month or two later. And it does appear to be coming out on PS4 and Switch.
Ah! Yes! We got it!
There you
Stop
go.
the timer! Yes!
It was only like 2 streams.
292 encounters.
Yeah, so that was only like 2 streams.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
Yes!
There you go. Well, see, now you have to go through all the other
Oh, wait,
eggs.
I shouldn't stop the timer.
Well,
I have to evolve it.
well, yeah, sure.
Alright.
Yeah, you also have to go through all the eggs. Unless you can, because you can't release the eggs, right?
Hold on. Alright, give me a second here and let me...
Give me back.
Yeah, we're done with Grookey. Fuck Grookey.
Fuck you.
Oh! I'm so happy!
Now you can release the Grookey.
Yes, sir. Okay, now before I accidentally release the shiny one, I'm going to move it in here and then hatch the rest.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's perfect timing.
But yeah, it's coming out on PS4 and Switch, but yeah.
But yeah, when I go get Arceus, I'm gonna pre-order a lot of shit.
Yeah. That's probably just something you can't even pre-order because again, it's so
We don't know.
Yeah, there's no way to know.
Well, I mean, I think maybe GameStop might know a bit more, but I'm not.
There has literally been times that I've walked into GameStop with more knowledge than the GameStop employees about the game's release. So, sometimes GameStop has no fucking clue because they get their information from corporate, which gets their information from whenever somebody wants to fucking tell them.
Okay. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, according to this, it's going to be called Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Burst Forth. And
Burst
something
Forth.
else.
But yeah, guys, I sadly cannot record that day of.
Yeah.
Because of my thing. It has to be Dragon Ball, Jurassic Park, or Pokemon. Only 3. So, if older bro wants to do that series on day 1, he can.
Wait, what now?
How badly do you want to play the game?
Hold on. Apparently, this fucking site wants to play the fucking trailer immediately, even though I didn't
Wait, there's a
push play.
trailer?
Yes.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I would not.
Why?
Because I think that you'll find it's a different game than you think it is, and so I'm trying not to. I'm gonna move this so it stops.
What? Let me guess. It's a brawler.
No. But anyways, I would not watch it. I would save your reaction live. But anyways, what were you saying before that?
How badly do you want to play the game?
Oh, this game?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm saying like.
I'll leave it for you. I'll leave this for you. But
Like I don't care if you do. If you want to, you can. It's just I can't.
Yeah.
Cause, guys, my backlog is huge.
Hopefully that doesn't get claimed.
Like, I have, like, guys, I'm probably not gonna finish Minecraft before the Valentine's Day special.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be like a 20-episode series.
Yeah.
Not a joke. Actually, maybe longer. Because it's a 26-hour game.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm like, I don't think it would take that long. But it took me almost a week to finish a character in the game we're doing. So. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Let's see. Well, let me check if I have any EXP. Yeah, guys, I haven't done any raids recently. I've been focusing on Diamond a lot.
Let me see if I'm gonna try to look up just Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid for Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And see if I can find. I'm trying to make sure there isn't a different game.
I'm an idiot.
I mean, you did level it up.
Yeah, but I need to level up one more, so I need to have it at level 34.
Yes.
Just all the moves. Slam. Let's see. Branch poke. It's doing the hokey pokey. Uproar now.
Anime, manga.
Wood hammer. Ooh.
Manga. Yeah, as a reminder, for Miss Kobayashi specifically, there is like Miss Kobayashi is one of those series that has like several spin-offs. Because again, they have a there's Miss Kobayashi, and then they have a separate manga that's just focused on Kana, and a separate manga that's just focused on Elma, and a separate manga that's just focused on Lukua, and a separate manga just focused on Fafnir. Okay, the video game is, yeah, separate.
Okay.
There is no other video game. It's that. That is the only video game.
Alright. Because I know there's a mobile game. I don't know much about it that has a Miss Kobayashi's event. But
Yeah.
that's
not this game.
That's not, no.
No.
Yeah. Alright, stop the timer. Let's see how long it took for me to get my Rillaboom. 5 hours.
Not bad. So yeah, that's literally less than 2 strings.
I
So-
wonder if Rillaboom is a reference of some kind. Because here in the United States, there's actually a set of Bigfoot that beat on big, giant metal drums.
I believe it's based again. Every Pokemon in this game is based on the UK. Every single one. So I don't think it's a reference to us. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to the UK somehow, but I have to remember how it is. So let me look up Rillaboom.
Oh,
I'll
well.
talk as much as I want to about Rillaboom if I can find information on it.
Well, if it's not the case, then I'm like, well, it's a nice thought.
Yeah. Let me move down. Trivia.
Thank you for thinking of us, Japan.
Rillaboom may be based on a gorilla with elements from drummers. Yep, that makes sense. Most notably, taiko drummers, which are Japanese drums. It is also based. It is probably based on the Gigantopithecus, which is a type of giant.
Gigantopithecus.
Sorry, thank you, Gigantopithecus. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I sort of doubt it.
Yeah.
What
behavior references the fact that gorillas, may reference the fact that gorillas make drumming sounds by beating their chests to show social dominance.
Okay, that's okay, fair. Sorry, I wanted it to be connected to a monster here in the U.S.
Yeah. May take inspiration from the belief that music stimulates plant growth. And then I could watch the video that the one channel did. Talking about it, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to watch that on camera, obviously, for many reasons.
Oh. Looks like A Drive took out a couple selections.
Yeah. So yeah, what you doing next?
I guess this is what we're doing the next Rookidee.
Gotcha. You're switching back to Rookidee.
But it's not really a battle method. I'm actually, you know what, it sort of is.
You sure you're not in the wrong mode again?
Yes. Yeah, they just got rid of a lot of their things. They don't even have lures on here anymore.
Interesting. You're in the right game, right?
Yes. Okay, well, I'm just going to start the timer now, because we are going... Well, actually, no, I'll start the timer at...
Yeah.
When I encounter the first Rookidee, I want it to be shiny.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
That'd be so fucking great.
I'm not changing the title of this stream until... Or, like, at all. It'll just get changed when it goes to YouTube.
Okay, counter started, and... I don't have my team.
No, you don't.
I don't think we're at max with Rookidee yet.
No, but at the same, it also doesn't even matter. You're at the point where, well, I mean, you're at max and that you're at...
I can't get any higher than what
you can't get any higher, but you're not at 999 or whatever the max is.
Once we get 999, that's when I'm like, yeah, I don't need to KO anymore.
I mean, you're also using a team that's at all level 100, so you can't even level anything up.
Thing is, like, I don't really need to level up anymore.
That's fair. I can't argue with that.
Like, I can literally just go into a raid. Well, yep. I can just do, like, 10 raids and get, like, hundreds of EXP from it.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's not necessary, but, yeah. Whatever. But yeah. So what we should just do is just end the stream immediately. Just be like, no, sorry. Got the thing done. Goodbye.
No.
But no, we're not that mean. We like to move on to the next thing.
But yeah, I'm happy. Like, that, to me, should have been how a cunt should always be.
Again, I'm happy with it because it shows that it's possible that the first one was on the long end.
Oh, well, my first one for Grookey was immediate.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like...
We got a long hunt.
Yeah, like... What I'm still trying to figure out is how long the average egg hunt is. Like, how many hours the average is. So, if, like... Right now, we have one that was, like, what, 100,000 hours, and we have one that was 5. It was, like, 10 streams, so
well,
like
the first one, I didn't have a counter.
Yeah, but it was 10
until,
streams.
like, near the end.
It was 10 streams, so it was probably 30. So it was about 3 hours a stream, so 30 hours.
Yeah, around
We had
that.
one that was about 30 hours, and we had one that was 5 hours. So it's like, I'm trying to see where the average ends up. Is the average going to be around 10? Is the average going to be around 20?
Okay, so you gotta think about it this way.
Yeah.
For people with both the shiny charm,
Yeah. For people with the situation where they have the full odds.
where they have the best, going off the best odds.
Yeah.
You can get a shiny from between 1 egg and around 5,000.
Yeah.
Even
again,
though
it's-
I've personally never seen anybody's counter
Yeah.
go over 4,000.
Yeah, I know how the how the stats work. Like I know how that works. Like it can just be instant or it could not be.
But that
But I'm
sort of
talking
gives you
the
like a
stats.
scale,
well, it gives you a scale, but it's
not consistent.
yeah, it's like talking about a bell curve. Like you're saying like, oh, on a test you can get between 0 and 100% on a test. But that doesn't tell you what the average person will get on a test. Like if you provide a test to somebody, yeah, you can get a 0 and you can get 100. But if it's an easy test, you'll average around like 85 to 90. And if it's a hard test, you'll average around, 45. So it's like the average can move around depending on what the odds are and what the likelihoods are. So it's like it's possible. See, that's something that's something the app might do or might not. I don't know. But it'd be really nice to see, like, here's this Pokemon. Here's a compilation.
I got a grass Rookidee.
Yeah.
But
But it would be really nice to see, like, here is the stats of every person who has done a shiny hunt for this
like you
Pokemon.
want like a chart.
I literally want to see like a bar graph. I would love to see, like, here's the
That
average amount of time
exists.
this takes.
That exists, but for Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'd love to see that because that would give me... Because we were, again, you're talking about, like, hey, I want to do this method. And so far, we've had 3 data points where we've seen, the in-world shiny hunt take, like, 3 streams. And we've had the egg hunting take now to about 2 streams. And then one that took 10 streams. And so it's like, I don't know if egg hunting is, on average, supposed to take longer or not.
Honestly, with how good the Masuda method is, it should be better.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, should be versus the... Like, that's the thing. It's, you can tell me what the odds are, but there are people who are luckier than other people. There are some times when you just have good luck. So it's, every single person is going to sit down and say, like, well, I had an easy time on these Pokemon. That's why people complained about Kangaskhan, and we got it first video, and we were like, no, Kangaskhan is one of the easiest fucking hunts on the planet. Now, it's possible that we're right. It's possible that Kangaskhan's not that bad. But it's also possible we got ultra fucking lucky, and we have no clue.
Because, okay, with Kangaskhan, I can say for 100% certainty, literally everyone I've watched didn't have the shiny charm going for it.
Yeah. So yeah, they're of course gonna have problems with it. But what we don't know is the with shiny charm odds almost as bad? Were we lucky, or like if you had the full odds, like, or the not full odds, the best possible odds shiny charm, would you still take 5-10 videos to get a Kangaskhan in that game? We don't know.
Like, I tried so hard looking for people who use the same method.
Yep.
As
And
us.
they barely exist. They are very small channels.
There was one person I found. One.
Yep.
And they got it around the same time we did.
Yeah. And so that's the point. It's, yeah, when you make it harder on yourself, of course it's going to be harder.
Yeah, because A-Drive
Full odds.
did full odds, but he actually got it quicker than most people.
Yeah.
I think he even failed it and then immediately reclaimed it. Like, literally,
Yeah.
he failed it, then like 10 minutes later,
Found another one.
found another one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he just got really, really lucky.
Exactly. And that's the point. So it's like, that, because, again, people will tell you that if you run something an infinite amount of times, it should go towards the natural odds. If you have a 1 in 300 chance of getting something, then if you do it enough times, eventually, over thousands and thousands and thousands of tries, it should eventually start to average 1 in 300. But sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes the game is broken. Sometimes the natural odds just don't work correctly. Or there's something you're not taking into account and the odds are different. So that's one of the things that showing a graph shows you. You can see where the peak is. You can see the average. We don't know what our average is in the game. We don't know the average of the in-world hunting versus egg hunting. So.
But yeah, for Diamond and Pearl, the average right now seems to not even be an hour.
Yeah.
Like, basically, you can combo up to 17.
With the
Pokeradar.
Yeah, Pokeradar. Yeah.
Like, you combo up to 17, keep it at 17,
Yep.
and then you get it within, like, the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
It's so fucking great.
Yeah. And in that case, if that is around the actual average, then yeah, the egg hunting method is completely worthless. You wouldn't want to do that for anything you don't need to do it for, because of course it's going to take much longer. But yeah, in this game, it's like, for all we know, in-world hunting is actually much slower on average, and it is much faster to do it via egg hunting. We'll still probably do it the other way, because this is doing something different, but...
So far, we've only had one hunt with Rookidee.
Yeah.
And we're about to just do all of Rookidee.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I'm not alternating. I'm just gonna
Yeah, we're just
finish.
going to do Rookidee.
Yep.
We only wanted to alternate because it took 10 streams.
For the first Grookey. So we'll do that again if it does that. If that happens.
But this, again, we're building up averages here. We're showing, this is to help us and to help you guys know what the actual averages are on average. I'm saying average a lot.
You know, it's a very average scale.
Yeah.
But,
So yeah, it'll be nice seeing that and being able to say, like, hey, yeah, Grookey takes 30, like, this Grookey took 30 hours, this one took 5, this Rookidee took, 6 hours, this one took 3, this one took 8, and seeing where the averages lie.
Like, I am happy with this method right now.
Yeah.
Because the first Rookidee didn't take us that long. It took us, 2 streams?
Yeah, it took us about as long as that egg hunt took us. Like,
no, it didn't.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it took us, the first one, or the one we just did, it took us about that amount of time. Like, it took us almost no time at all.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe 5 hours. It took us very little time.
Yeah, so I am happy that this method is near as good as
Well, again, that's the thing.
the egg.
We don't know.
Well,
Like, that's...
I'm just happy I can do this without taking forever.
Exactly. But and that's what this will help us determine. Because it is possible that the one we did was actually a really long in-world hunt. It might be that is actually a slow hunt. We have no clue. That could be an incredibly short hunt or an incredibly long hunt. That's why we need averages. So, once we've done like 3 or 4 Pokemon, we will get a sense of like, okay, egg hunting takes about, 5 hours on average, or 15 hours on average, or 20, and in-world hunting is like 8, or 3, or 9, or 20. We don't know. Sorry that I'm beating a dead bush, but,
We're trying to figure this out, guys. It's just... Again, I can't emphasize it enough. I do not like egg hunting at all. I hate it.
Yeah. Egg hunting is really good odds, but it's it's egg hunting. You get an egg, you run around, and like, here's the problem. I think that it is in Game Freak's best interest to provide lots of different methods, because here's the thing. There's probably a lot of people that feel the exact same way you do about this method. Well, I've got to just fucking run around and run into Pokemon all the time and dodge all these other fucking Pokemon in the world, and I just want to be able to just fucking get it. And they might prefer egg hunting, because it's like, I don't have to worry about in-world Pokemon. I just get the eggs, I go around in a fucking circle, and that's it.
with this method, my train of thought would be, well, if I'm dodging those Pokemon and then I accidentally run into a different Pokemon, I could also encounter that shiny just randomly.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
and getting that reaction on camera would be priceless.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying. There's different people have different ideas of what a fun shiny hunt is.
I know.
So I think it'd be in Game Freak's best
interest.
Yeah, it's in their interest to add as many different methods as they can.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to say...
I think every single game should have the Poke Radar, and every single game should have egg hunting, and every single game should have SOS hunting, and every single game should have this method.
Or if not, just every other game or something
Like,
similar
that's what I'm
to
saying.
that.
It's like every game has Masuda method. But they don't do that same thing with other methods. They keep
No,
going.
they
keep
I don't know
changing.
why
it,
they-
And it's like, just...
I wanted them to keep SOS.
Yeah, I think
I
they should
still
keep
want it.
SOS and Poke Radar and Masuda and have another gimmick method.
Yeah,
Each.
maybe one more.
Yeah, and
Like-
having a fourth gimmick method each time.
Like, so far, this method doesn't seem terrible.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not terrible. It's just slow.
I mean,
At best.
I guess that's a lot of people's problem with SOS method too. It's slow, and I can sort of agree to it.
Yeah.
Because
Well, and it's a problem you're gonna have with any method.
all of
because
them are slow.
They're all slow because they want it to be rare. If it was fast, the Pokemon wouldn't be rare.
Yeah. Pikachu and Eevee, and so far, Brilliant Diamond. Brilliant Diamond has words for Pikachu and Eevee. Like, both of those games have the best odds across any of the games. Like, not SOS, Poke Radar is nasty.
Yeah, and we'll see that when we go into it.
Like, again, I've watched, like, the last 2 or 3 hunts that A-Drive did, and he didn't even break 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even get to 500.
Yeah.
It was all within,
That's
like,
insanity.
200, 300 encounters. So
Yeah.
for us, that'd be like a stream.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Yeah, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, we did sometimes found, like, shinies every stream, but it never was the one we were looking for.
No.
And guys, I couldn't catch them.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to catch them, because I knew if I caught them, it would break my combo.
Yeah.
And I hate that as a concept.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about this. Like, comboing is a cool concept.
Like, I want to be able to turn off my Switch and play other games.
Yeah.
While I'm still shiny. hunting.
Exactly. And that's one of the things about, like,
That's why I love this
yeah,
method.
like that's the nice thing about egg hunting, where egg hunting is just you just do it and you can stop and you can start whenever you want, and you're never obligated to keep going. And this method's the same way. But I think it's perfectly valid to have those other methods. Like, is there a reason you can't just have, like, a combo method as well that's not the fucking fish thing that just makes brilliant Pokemon spawn more often? Can we
And
just
it
get
was
rid of
only
fucking Aura
once.
Pokemon, please? Just fucking throw them out. They're terrible.
They did. There's no Aura Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl.
True, but that's less that they're throwing them out and more that those games didn't originally have them and they didn't add them in. Like, it's still possible Arceus could have Aura. The new games could have Aura. That, like, I wouldn't use Brilliant Diamond as, like, like, this is the way the franchise is going to go forward. Because, like, that was something I wished they would have done with, and this is going to sound a bit weird until I explain it. That was one of the problems I had with Pikachu and Eevee, that they didn't make some of those changes permanent. Because one of the because again, like, I still want in-world battling and, like, stuff.
Yes.
But that's not what I'm talking about here. Like, Pikachu and Eevee, when they were going through, they rebalanced some of the moves to just make them a lot better. Like, they they made Absorb do the damage of Mega Drain. Like, the original Absorb did Mega Drain damage. And Mega Drain did Giga Drain damage. They just literally upped the fucking damage of the base moves to just make them better. Because the moves were just not that good. And then they reverted that going into the new games.
Yeah.
So it's like... Because... And there's some... And I go back and forth on this, because, like, Brilliant Diamond and Pearl does do stuff like that. Because that's one of the double-edged swords to, like, making the moves better. When you make the moves better, that means that battles go through faster, but that also means you die faster.
Yeah, it works both ways.
Exactly. But, like, that was one of the ones I loved, was, like, I loved Absorb and Mega Drain in Pikachu and Eevee, because they felt like good moves. Like, they don't feel that good in most games. So, like, I loved those changes. They changed a lot of moves to have, like, improved power. And they reverted a lot of, like, I think every single one of those changes, they reverted them. But yeah, like, that's one of the reasons I don't trust any of the remakes ever. Because, like, a lot of sites will call them, like, main series games. They'll call Pikachu and Eevee and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They'll say they're main series games. It's like, no, they're not. Main series games are the new releases that generation. They're the first and second versions and the third versions, and nothing else. Pikachu and Eevee is not a main series game. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is not a main series game. Colosseum is not a main series game. None of these games are main series. They are all side series.
Yeah, still talking about Aura Pokemon, they sort of have that in Arceus.
Yeah.
But it's only for, like, I'm going to call them boss Pokemon.
Yep.
That's it.
So
there's
it's basically
nothing,
totems.
It's not this level.
Yeah.
It's basically totem Pokemon.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love... How many years has Pokemon been going now?
It's been since 1990.
They haven't gotten to a 50th anniversary. I would love, and I doubt them.
No, they're on the 25th anniversary.
Yeah. I would love.
So it's been 25 years.
Yeah. I would love for, like, a 50th anniversary or something for Game Freak to release a compilation game. Not a every region game. That's not what I'm asking for. But I'm asking for, like, do a flashback game. Like, do a game that, like, takes the best concepts from the franchise and puts them into make a super Pokemon. Nintendo is great.
So you want, like, super, like...
Nintendo is
whatever.
extremely great at, like, creating ultimate versions of games. Like, you disagree on, like, Super Mystery Dungeon being the best of the entire franchise, but, like,
yeah.
Most people, like, that I've, like, heard talk about the game tend to agree that it's, like, it is the ultimate version of the franchise. It's, like, it's taken all the features and made them as, like
here's the
good
thing.
as they possibly can.
I want to enjoy
it's
Super.
just difficult.
It's just so fucking difficult. I can't beat the game on my own time.
Super is one of the hardest games in the franchise, if not the hardest one.
No,
like,
it is fucking the hardest.
And a lot of people were calling for that, because they were saying, like, these games are a little bit easy. We could make it a little bit more difficult. And I would say that this is maybe on the high end of the right difficulty for this franchise. You could tone it back a little bit.
But, like, enough to where you can clear the damn game.
Because the same thing happened in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where I felt like that game actually got a lot more difficult than the other games. Maybe that's just how I play Pokemon games, but I don't know.
Yeah, I actually had more difficulty in the older games than the new one.
Yeah. Again, it's probably... Most of it was my team, I guarantee. Because But
here's the thing. I just played Brilliant Diamond, and I had Empoleon as my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got through it quicker than Pearl.
Yeah. So... No.
So, I want to say the only...
Well, to be fair, that's probably not including all the conversations and stuff we did, but... Yeah,
No,
even ignoring that.
like I went through more times.
Yeah.
On Brilliant Diamond than Shining Pearl, but I still got through it quicker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I still feel, I'm still happy with my way of getting through that game. Of just being like, no, fuck it. I'm just going to exhaust your PP. Fuck this move. I do not look down upon myself for that.
Like I
could have gone through it another couple times and gotten a lot of EXP, but I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I had Lucario on my team for a while, and I
Yep.
tried Swords Dance.
Swords Dance is a good move, but
I couldn't make it work.
yeah, you have to know how to make it work. And because if you watch competitive, Swords Dance is really good, but you also have to remember competitive is shit. Okay,
Yeah, and I'm
sorry,
not really
I'm
a competitive player.
this is gonna be kind of insulting to a lot of competitive players, and most of them are probably just gonna roll their eyes and be like, I don't fucking care because you're a noob. But because here's the thing, both communities look down on each other. The competitive community looks down on the casual community because the casual community is just like, oh, get strongest moves, have no strategy, just punch your way through all conflict.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
Yes, and that's the competitive community's like methods of just saying like, no, you have no strategy, you just use strong move is good move, lol. And the problem is, and that's true. However, I look at it on the opposite side. I'm in the casual community, and I look down upon the competitive community because my argument is, yeah, and a lot of you are pieces of shit because your strategies boil down to, let's use stall moves for 30,000 turns until you die. Let's just continuously throw out Toxic and just, like, constantly swap Pokemon all the fucking time. So that battles take 120 turns.
Yeah,
and
like
just are boring as hell.
Like I'm a player who rarely used status moves. I now use Paralyze and Toxic.
Yeah.
And I still use overpowered moves while the Pokemon is toxic.
Yeah, it's like both. It's weird because both parts of the community find the other part of the community boring. They're just like, no, this way of playing is stupid, and I hate it. And I think that's fine. Pokemon has found two different ways that people can enjoy Pokemon.
Yeah, like,
but it does mean that does mean that certain games appeal to certain communities better. And I think Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, like, for as much as we've talked about how the games are exactly the goddamn same, they are fucking terrible because there's nothing new about them. I don't think that's true about the AI. The AI in Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl is much more advanced than it was in Diamond and Pearl. Like, the actual the actual gym leaders and Elite Four and Champion and stuff like that will fuck you over much harder than they did in the original games.
And the funny thing, again, I just find that concept funny because I didn't have that much difficulty with the newer Elite Four than the older one. The older Elite Four for Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, it took me days.
Yeah. But again, part of that might also be that you were playing it when you were younger and had less experience with the games. So, I think
I was in that game for several hours.
Yeah, no. I'm just
I'm
what I'm saying is
now
because for anyone who doesn't know, we do have the old games on our list. Like, as much as I've said, like, I don't really want to play the old games again, there are some of these games that we have written down that Younger Bro wants to play, and so we will play both of them. So,
yeah, I only did that because I want to play the older games and I never have time to.
Exactly. So, there will probably be a time when we play Original Diamond and Original Pearl, and I get the feeling when you play those games again, you will probably go through them faster than you did these, and probably won't get stuck in the Elite Four at all.
I don't know. We'll see.
I am betting that you'll find that it's not challenging at all, and that was because you were inexperienced with the franchise, because that was your first games in the franchise, basically.
Platinum. was the first.
But that's still, it's the...
But yeah.
Yeah, it's the same games. So,
Same Elite Four.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, there is no difference in the Elite Four and
No.
Diamond
No,
Pro.
there's
That's
not.
only really in the Gen 3. Are there any... I know there... Well, Gen 5 also had changed the Elite Four for the third version, didn't they?
Gen 5?
Or was it not Gen 5, Gen 6? I don't know, one of them.
Gen 6 didn't have their third version.
Right. Yeah, it's not Gen...
And
yeah.
Gen 5 had Black and White 2, which was a totally different game entirely.
Yeah, but it had a different Elite Four, though. Well,
It
like, some of the
changed
Elite Four was
some
the same.
of
Yeah.
the Elite Four.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like they also... Most of the games don't have different Elite Fours. But some of them do. Like... Because Gen 1 didn't change the Elite Four. The Elite Four for Yellow is exactly the same as the Elite Four for Red and Blue. And, hell, even the remakes still have the same Elite Four. Like,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure every single version of
Gen
Red,
1.
Blue,
Yeah.
Green, and Yellow
Same.
all have exactly the same Elite Four. It's
Yep.
not even the remakes don't change it. So, well, I guess you could argue that Pikachu and Eevee had a different Elite Four, because I'm guessing that Pikachu and Eevee has your rival as the Elite Four, which isn't Blue in this game.
The rival is still the same. You still have to fight him at the very end.
Yes, but the rival in Red and Blue is Gary / Blue, whereas in Pikachu and Eevee, Gary / Blue is a character that is not your rival. So you could argue that's different, but it's the same thing. We'll ignore that bit.
Squove it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the literal only change, is because of that one. Because they made Red and Blue and Green people in that game, and you are not the same kid, that's technically different, but again, ignoring that, every character is exactly the same.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about Gen 1?
Yeah.
I've never tried to play Fire Red or Leaf Green yet.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Like all the old games I played Blue, Yellow, Sapphire,
Yep.
and not Emerald.
Yep.
Remember my fake Emerald?
Yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green basically plays like Emerald. Like it's because it came out at the same time. So it's just a game like that, but the same region.
Yeah, that's all the really, really old games I played.
Yep. But yeah, no, like, yeah, Gen 1 had no different Elite Four. I'm reasonably certain that there was no differences in the Elite Four between between Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. I think they all have the exact same Elite Four.
I never got to the... Sorry, I did play Gold a little bit.
Yeah.
I never got to the Elite Four. I don't even think I got to the first gym.
I was gonna say technically there's 2 Elite Fours though, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
those games are a pain in the ass.
I did play through all of
Yeah.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Yeah.
I played through both of them.
But yeah, I'm reasonably certain those are the same. Emerald has a different gym leader because one of them has Wallace and one of them doesn't have Wallace as one of the gym leaders. And same with the Elite Four. One of them has Wallace, one of them has Steven. So that one has that, yeah. Diamond, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire has differences in gym leaders and Elite Four. As far as I remember, there's no differences in Gen 4. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl all have the exact same gym leaders and Elite Four. I think.
Yes. No change.
Yeah. I guess Gen 1, I guess technically you could also argue that Gen 1 has a difference in gym leaders because technically Gary is a gym leader in the Gen 2 part of Gen 1, but I'm ignoring that too. And actually same in same in Pikachu and Eevee, isn't it? Because you actually do fight Giovanni first, but then they switch him with Gary for the rest of the fucking game.
Yes.
So, but I don't count that either. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Gen 4 is all the same. Gen 5, I think Gen 5 did, well, Gen 5 did, like, obviously the gym leaders are different because they have, it's a completely different region, but I think, isn't only the champion different? Because isn't Iris the champion in one of the games?
Iris was the champion in Black 2.
Only Black 2? Who the fuck's the champion in White 2 then?
Sorry, Black and White 2.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, why would they have regional? Okay, but yeah, it's like she's the champion in Black and White 2, but not in Black and White.
I think the champion in Black and White was N.
No, it wasn't N. It was somebody else. I can't think of what his name was. I think he was an old man, but I can't remember who he was. Let me look this up. It wasn't Iris. I remember that because I remember being surprised that it was Iris. And
yeah, I was surprised it was Iris too.
I'll just look up Elite Four, which should also include the champion.
It wasn't Gyarados, was it?
There's Marshall. Yeah, older. The old man.
Older?
Yeah, red-haired guy.
God, show me a picture. I don't remember him.
I don't know how easy that's gonna be. That guy.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's the champion in Black and White, and then Iris is the champion in Black and White, too. But I don't think the Elite Four changed. I'm pretty sure it was just he retired.
The Elite Four, I think some of them were switched.
Maybe. But, like, he was not in the Elite Four. He just left. So it's like...
Yeah, I loved Iris as the champion more than I liked him as the champion.
Yeah.
Because him as a champion...
Well,
it also didn't feel that... It wasn't like a big reveal.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't grand, really.
That's true, but it also... The reason it was grand for... The reason it was a big reveal for Black and White 2 was because that was the point of Black and White 2. Of them saying, hey, we're going to make the third version... Well, first off, be 2 games to try to sell you 4 versions of the same game. Which, thank God, they're not doing anymore. But... They also... Their entire plot was, we're not going to make them the same game. This is actually a sequel to those games.
Yes.
It has different gems, a different plot, technically.
Different... It was pretty much a completely different plot.
Yeah, and it had... Yeah, and so, like, yeah, it makes sense at that point to do that. Like... And it also...
However...
Hello, Void. Welcome back.
Hey, Void.
But it also made sense that she'd be the champion because it showed that the previous games happened outside of you. There is, like, there's no main character. Like, that's the weird thing about time in the Pokemon universe. The actions you take don't happen in later games. So, like, Iris becomes the champion, not you.
I mean, several people become the champion.
But it's like you retire or something, or like you never existed. So Iris.
Yeah,
just did
you
all the
got
stuff you
champion
did.
once, and that was it.
Yeah, and then Iris takes it. But like, so it's like that was the point. It's like it made it feel like time still happened because new person's the champion because in the old games somebody became the champion and it was Iris. So it made sense that she'd be the champion. So yeah, there were some changes in Gen 5. Gen 6?
Gen 6 was X and Y. But Gen 7 with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they sort of just redid the same plot just with Necromza.
Yeah, I was going to say, the plot in Gen 7 doesn't change, But, like, and I don't think the Elite Four and stuff change at all. I think they're the same.
Elite Four changes with Sun and Moon.
Oh, it does change the sun.
Yes, that
Again,
one
I
I know.
I haven't played the game, so I have no knowledge.
Yeah, that one I know.
But
they
yeah,
do.
Gen 6, I don't remember. I literally don't even. I never really got through that game. So
Gen 6.
I have no knowledge of X and Y's. I mean, there wasn't a third game.
There wasn't a third game.
There wasn't
so
even a third game to do anything.
they had the exact
like,
same.
Yeah,
Elite
there's
Fours.
no. Yeah, we haven't gotten to a remake of it yet, so we just don't have a. There isn't a third game to go off of. And then Gen 8 doesn't have a third version either.
Nope, it had DLC.
Yeah, so they eliminated that too. So like, yeah, there's, yeah, most of the games just don't have. They have the same Elite Four most of the time. So there's very rarely Elite Four changes. Although arguably, technically, this game still had changes because there's a different fucking gym leader per version. So technically, there's still differences in this game.
Yeah, but that's only in the gym leader.
Yeah, but yes, but the Elite Four in this game is the gym leaders, so they're the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's fair.
in this game, they eliminated the entire Elite Four.
I did find that weird. Like, because in the anime they don't do.
They have an Elite Four?
No,
Or they don't even have it at all.
They have all the characters at the same time. They don't have like exclusives or.
Oh yeah. What, how the hell did they do that then? Did they just have an extra town with an extra gym?
I don't know how they did it.
That's like, how the fuck does that happen?
Another brilliant Squovit.
What about Gen 2, Void?
I keep finding brilliant Squovit. I need it to be Rookidee. Should I just make Squovit the next hunt after Rookidee? Might as well.
I just assumed you were. I mean, it's that or Wooloo. Sorry, Uwulu.
I can't move from this patch.
I promise, guys, that even though I always refer to it as Uwulu, I am not going to put in the title Uwulu Shiny Hunt.
I kind of really want to do Nickit next because
Yeah.
I want
Yeah, Nick, it's good.
the shiny so bad.
It's good.
It's basically a
think
gray.
it's a good
It's a
boy.
gray fox. It's
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
It's a great gray fox. I heard this Rookidee spawn from all the way down there.
Yeah.
Go! I love my shiny Cresselia. It's so great.
It is pretty nice.
One of my favorite shinies.
Okay, guys, it's been 2 hours. I'm going to run the other ad, and we'll be right back.
Another brilliant Squovit!
It just really wants to give you a shiny Squirtle.
How is this possible? I've never had so many brilliant Pokemon in a row like this.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
Yeah.
continuous train.
yeah. These Squovits are down.
Yeah, I might as well just get a shiny Squirtle out of
At
it.
this point, you're just like, maybe I should just change to hunting Squovits.
I mean, the shiny for Squovit's not that bad either. It's like, it's autumn colors. It's like a red.
Yeah. No, Pokemon, ever since Gen 5, I think it was Gen 5, when they officially stopped. Again, there's still debate whether or not the old games had block powers activate. How dare you, Void?
Oh no, we lost the 5 cents.
That's not quite accurate, but yeah, that's yeah. Look, it's not a lot of money, but like
We haven't even got our first 100 yet from the mail.
from the mail. Yeah, you know, we're gonna get that check from Twitch.
Well, I don't know how Twitch does
But
it.
yeah, In all honesty, I don't keep track of that, so it, like, I don't keep heavy track of like, PayPal because I haven't had to.
Yeah, because you said that Twitch pays in, like, first 100, right?
Yeah, it pays per $100,
Yeah, per
basically.
100.
So they don't have to do, like, tiny payments.
Yeah, so we haven't had that
Which
happen.
that is not a contractual, like, thing that we're throwing out there. That's just something they literally
That's
put
just what they
up
do.
front in their terms. So you can, yeah, you can directly find that out. That's not secret knowledge we're revealing.
But yeah, we have not made our first 100 yet, have we?
I have no clue at this point.
You don't know?
I don't know. Again, I haven't kept track of it. If we have, or if we haven't, I don't, like, there wasn't, like, there can't possibly be that much left to go given, Lumperoni's, like, I'm going to throw, subscriptions at literally everyone.
Yeah, wait. I wonder, I hope Lumperoni's doing alright.
Yeah. I don't remember, what series was Lumperoni really around for?
He was around Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him in Pokemon.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember, so. Yeah.
I'm worried he gave up on Twitch.
Maybe.
Because he was having frequent problems.
Yeah, it would not surprise me, so.
Because I don't know his Wi-Fi situation.
Exactly.
Because it wasn't us. It wasn't us that was the problem. So I'm just going to say that he probably just has not that great of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't, and, like, there's nothing we can do about that, and, like, it sucks, but, like, yeah. Hopefully he gets better internet at one point.
And maybe he comes back, but we'll see.
We shall see.
Nah, if anything, he probably just moved on to people shiny hunting and Diamond and Pearl.
Maybe.
Hey, you guys taking too long. You should be on the newer games.
Yeah, I mean, we are on the newer game. Well, a newer game. We've moved up one game.
Yeah, here's the thing. If we skipped to Arceus, I would still just do the Sinnoh Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, even if we skip Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, we're not missing any hunts, really.
Well, sort of, but...
Like, they would have to not have every Sinnoh Pokemon.
I was going to say, the problem is that...
We need to know the dex.
Yeah. Because the thing is, we know that this region is in the past.
For Sinnoh.
Yeah, it's in Sinnoh's past. And we know that there are variant Pokemon from other regions. So there are now Sinnoh forms. But there are Sinnoh forms of... Like, they did a Sword and Shield where there are some Sinnoh forms of Pokemon that are from other regions. So, we don't know what the dex even is.
Yeah, and one thing I'm going to be happy with is I think they have wild starter Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
Like Turtwig, Chimchar. Oh.
Yes.
I can't wait for that.
So.
Because, yeah, it's like, where the heck do these professors get these Pokemon from? Like,
well, it's pretty established that...
They only do it so you have one starter or whatever.
No. Well, I was going to say, it's... Even the anime answered the question. Like, it's... The professors have, like, people that work with them that basically are breeders of that one of the starters. That all they do is breed those Pokemon and provide them to new trainers. So, like,
yes,
that's pretty established as, like, again, Pokemon hasn't really, well, I guess the anime is officially canon, but, like, The games haven't really answered that question specifically, but it's pretty established as, like, that's basically what happens. That the professors either themselves get those Pokemon, or they have other people do it for them.
Yeah, just like the Pokédex.
What I'm interested in, and this is something we haven't seen before, so we don't really know the answer to this. It's unclear if the starters in a region have to be Pokemon that only appear in that region and that don't appear in the wild. If that makes sense. Like, I mean, ignoring Pikachu and Eevee as starters, like, let's just ignore them entirely. But, like, what is unclear is Charmander only a Pokemon in Kanto? And is it not in the wild anywhere? Like, it's because, for example, we could go to, like, for example, let's go to, like, a random region. Let's go to, what's an ice starter, basically, a water ice starter.
Ice?
Yeah. I don't know if we have really that many of those.
I don't think we've had an ice water.
I know we've had some, but they're very uncommon. I think there's been one.
Closest was, like... Oh! Not sure. Okay,
yeah. Because wasn't the...
Closest was the seal.
I was gonna say, wasn't the seal ice type?
No, very.
No. Okay. But yeah, anyways, but, like, yeah, it's unclear if, like, let's say, I'll just use Hoot because it's, or not Hoot, what's its face? What's the owl?
What owl? Noctowl?
Yeah, no, the starter.
Rowlet?
Yeah, Rowlet, thank you. It's unclear if, like, we go into, like, a later region, like, we go to Gen 10. It is unclear if it's possible for Rowlet to exist in that region in the wild. As of current, the established meta is... Yeah, we never had an ice water starter. Yeah, I keep thinking the seal is ice type.
Nope.
Which I don't understand why that's not a starter type. It seems like a very easy and obvious choice.
They have not done water ice type starter.
Probably because it just wouldn't be that good of a Pokemon or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it is the current established meta from all the games is that starters are some, like, rare Pokemon that don't appear in the wild anywhere. And that only ever appear in that generation. Seal's water ice. Yeah, Seal is, but it wasn't a starter.
Oh, we're talking about starters.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I was thinking of Seal. Which is why I keep thinking that Pokemon is ice type, because I keep thinking it's just a Seal variant, basically. But it's not.
Nope.
So, yeah, it's, like, for all we know, there's a region out there where Charmander are wild Pokemon. It's the same thing with Ultra Beasts. And the game even explicitly says this. That they, like, Ultra Beasts, on the other hand, like, unlike starters, Ultra Beasts, at least for some of them, are not legendary Pokemon.
Here's an idea for a game. Do Arceus, but we are in the Ultra Beast world.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, yeah, it'd be very interesting.
Yeah, different dimension Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like, we traveled to there, but we don't see the whole world.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
we see one town.
I mean, technically, we have been to another dimension Pokemon game. Because,
I know, Platinum.
No, I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about. Because it's Gen 6 that's Z Crystals, right? There's a Gen 7.
7.
Yeah, that's a different dimension.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like, the Z Crystal games are in a completely different dimension from the Mega Evolution games. Like, those do not exist in the same universe.
Well, in the anime, they do.
No, sort of. But yeah, like, like, it's weird because that's actually canon, and I don't understand why that's canon. But yeah, they are completely different universes.
It's something weird.
Because it has something to do with how infinity energy works, and like, sea crystals are a manifestation of infinity energy in one universe, and it's a...
But here's the thing. It can't be because literally Calyrex. Is it Calyrex?
Calyrex.
No.
Which
Colress. Sorry, Colress.
Colress,
This guy.
Yeah,
That guy, he's like, I wonder if the Z crystals are stronger than Mega Evolution.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. I have that confused with Mega Evolutions and non-Mega Evolution games. Yeah, it's the ones with Mega Evolutions are a different universe from the ones with Mega Evolutions.
They reference Mega Evolution in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah. It's...
So it is in the same universe.
Yeah. But yeah, it's... Mega Evolution is a different... Like... Yeah.
Different region.
Void is correct. Basically, the infinity energy that is Mega Evolutions, that universe does not exist in all the games that doesn't have Z energy. Or, not Z energy, Mega Evolutions. Like, that specific energy only exists in that specific universe set. And so, like, all the games that... And it's not the old games, but it's like at some point, whenever Mega Evolutions first came out, those games caused a timeline split. And it's like, what? Why do these games have timelines?
Yeah, and when the hell did that happen?
I don't fucking know.
Like, when did they announce that happened?
I don't know. They did, in the background. They announced that, and it's like, what the fuck? Why?
They want to do Zelda.
Because they want to make a reason why they're not bringing back Mega Evolutions, because they're in different universes. It's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, they brought him back for Let's Go.
It's just like, I don't... Yeah, because it's in the Mega Evolution universe.
Something weird.
Yeah, so it's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Oros told us that in the Delta episode. Oh yeah, it was in the anime specifically, wasn't it?
I never saw the anime.
Yeah, I never saw the anime.
Like, the only anime I saw was original.
Yeah, I completely stopped watching the anime after...
Yeah. Original Johto. Skipped most of Gen 3. Watched a lot of Diamond and Pearl.
It was in the game. Wait, the Delta episode was part of the games?
Delta. Is that post-game for...
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I know what OROS is. I know what that stands for. But like,
yeah, was that in the post game for Oros?
Yeah, I just don't recognize Delta episode as being in that game. So you're gonna have to be a bit more specific what you're talking about. Yes, it was in the post game. Okay, that's why I don't know about it.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah. See, this is why we have Void here, to clarify the lore when we're completely lost as to what the fuck it's talking about. Or just very confused about things.
But yeah, they did have stuff to deal with rifts and such.
It was during the Rayquaza catching quest, because it was explaining why Rayquaza Mega Evolves, basically.
I still don't remember it.
Yeah.
But I understand that that was the Delta quest or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Because, yeah.
Yeah. I still love the fact that Mega Rayquaza broke the meta.
Right?
So
Rayquaza is broken.
Yeah. When your existence literally causes the competitive community to ban you in every category and have to create a special category just for you, that's beautiful. There are a couple other Pokemon in the like Uber tier now, or in the specifically in the Rayquaza tier, but I can't remember what they are.
Another brilliant scroll of it, and it's gone.
I think it might be. I think they banned. I think they might have now banned Sword and Shield's legendaries into that tier, but I can't remember. They might still be in the one tier lower. But yeah, I just remember Mega Rayquaza specifically being like, "You're banned from everything. You are so powerful that you literally have there's nothing."
It's so powerful it can one-tap Blissey at its best.
Yeah, when you can just kill Blissey. Yeah. Rayquaza ate a meteor in a timeline. Okay, that's weird. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Anyways, all of this was talking about, I would really love to see, for like a 50th anniversary, I would love to see the Pokemon Company create a compilation game. I would love to see them.
Yeah, you want your Pokemon All-Stars.
I would love to see an Ultimate Pokemon game. Like, I would love to see a game where they have, like I don't like Z moves, but I know a lot of people like Z moves. I would like to see a game where it's just like, okay, we're gonna have Megas, and we're gonna have Shadow Pokemon, and we're gonna have Z moves, I guess. Again, I don't like them, but people do.
Give us our...
And have, like, here's all these shiny hunting methods. We're gonna have all the shiny hunting methods. Here's your egg hunting, and we're gonna give you like a chaining method, and we're gonna give you hello, Kaylin.
Hey, Kaylin, give us Coliseum 3.
Yeah, not even specifically Coliseum 3, but like, yeah, like, and we have the Poke Radar, and we have SOS hunting.
Well, you shouldn't be surprised,
And,
Kaylin, because it's Saturday, and we do our 3-hour streams on Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday is we stream for until 12:30, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would love to see a game that does stuff like that. Like, where they take all the best things from the entire franchise and say, like, here's a game that is the best of the franchise.
I guess you didn't want to stick around for the 3-hour stream ever.
Yeah.
But,
probably just went to bed or didn't even know we streamed on Saturdays, maybe? I don't know. Who knows?
I thought it was
But glad
just...
to have you here.
Yeah, I thought it was just a normal 1-hour stream.
But yeah.
Nope. Shiny hunting is our oddball, because, guys, I don't want to shiny hunt any less than 3 hours.
Yep. I'd also love to see a game where it has all the forms of Pokemon all in one game.
Imagine Spenda.
Not Spinda, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm saying I'd love to see again, going back to this concept, I'd love to see a game that has, like, we have Galarin, Ponyta, and standard Ponyta.
Like roaming in the same game?
Yeah, just like have all the forms of the Pokemon.
Please, I'd like to see that too.
But I don't know.
Because
again, Game Freak is never going to do this because they're too to use a very specific term. They're too
like
they're too conservative.
How am I supposed to shiny hunt the Alolan forms?
I have to same pattern, Nintendo. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Yeah, like
that's literally nigh impossible.
I can't shiny hunt the fucking
without just literally cloning them.
Like Alolan forms, I can't shiny hunt any of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Sword and Shield. I can... Because I'm pretty sure if I hatched... Say I hatched a Ponyta in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I only get Galarin Ponyta.
Yeah.
Never anything else.
Well, to be fair, they've done that before. They've made that a thing. It's just people got annoyed at it. Because they did that for the baby Pokemon. Of like, just hold this specific item and you'll get
They don't even
other
do
versions.
that. They don't even do that.
Yeah. So it's like, people got annoyed about that because it's just like, again, it was a lore reason. Like, I love when Gen 3 and Gen 4 did that shit, where it was just like, well, we didn't have, or well, Gen 2 and Gen 3, I guess, but we didn't have these pre-evolutions, so we're going to give you a way to to hatch them that wouldn't,
Like,
that would
they-
make
yeah,
sense.
they
It's
ha-
just like,
Yeah, they gave us an option to choose. Just do that again, please.
yeah, but they don't want, it's the same reason why they won't do the trade back guy, who just literally says, I'll trade you your Pokemon for your Pokemon. They won't, like, again, I don't understand why they won't implement the one feature that that mod implemented, where, you know, when you talk to Nurse Joy, it turns you the fuck around so you can't talk to her again.
Oh my!
Like,
yeah,
I literally
love
don't
that, man.
understand why they don't, like, how fucking hard is it to code that? It's one quality of life feature that would save people from accidentally spam clicking Nurse Joy 6 times in a row. It's like, it takes 2 minutes to fix.
Like,
Just change the Y direction of your character to be facing 180 degrees when you get out of that dialogue.
Like,
it's not hard.
it's funny. Like, I found myself doing that more and more.
Yeah, of course you do, because you're trying to get through the game really fast. So you keep clicking the button, and so you accidentally talk to Nurse Joy again. It's like, just turn the character around. Like,
Oh, there's a brilliant Nickit.
Like, this is why people believe, and I agree with them, that fans can make better games than Game Freak can, because the fans know the problems with the game.
By the way, still speaking of Pokemon.
Yep.
So you know I'm catching the legendaries right now.
Uh-huh.
I've caught a couple in Premier Balls and Pokeballs.
Yep. Yep.
I really wish I recorded them.
Oh, Nickit. You're cute.
I want you shiny.
Yep. I learned quick to spam B. Yeah, you can spam B, but like, again, would it have been hard for Nintendo to add one line of code that says, after talking to Nurse Joy, make character face down so that you can't click Nurse Joy again? Like, this literally didn't need to be a problem.
I've also been using B a lot.
Yeah.
I use B mainly on
Trainers.
You click A and then spam B so that you don't talk to them again. But it's just like, it's literally a feature that's not hard to fix, and why can't they just make one change? Like,
You just want one change.
but again, Game Freak doesn't want to screw anything up.
Make that
Freak,
change.
Game Freak has the paradoxical,
Yep.
like, Game Freak has the paradoxical task of both keeping games exactly the same to not alienate the fans, and make changes to the games to not alienate the fans. Like, people want new things, but they also want exactly the same thing they already have. So they have to walk a fine line of changing nothing and changing things.
But yeah, we will play.
I don't envy them.
We will play Coliseum 3. We want it so bad.
We'll play Coliseum 3. The game's, A, not announced. B, not ever gonna be announced, but we will play it even though it doesn't exist. Do not promise things you can't back up. Like, look, I have written down that I want to play Mother, the Mother franchise. I want to play 1, 2, and 3. And I would love to say I want to play Mother 4. When that game fucking releases, I'll play it. But, you know, the fan group that's been making it have been working on it for like 15 years now, and it's still not any closer to being released.
Yeah, again, guys, there's a shit ton of series me and older bro would
very much
Yep.
like to do.
Like, heck, they rebranded the whole game, and they're still not anywhere close. Like, they took out all the Mother references and just rebranded it to be Oddity, and are like, it's inspired by Mother, but it's no longer infringing on Mother. It's like, good, now release the game. And it's just like, no, we're not there yet. Like, Mother 3 is the final version. Actually talking about the Mother franchise, though, for a few seconds, it's going to be an ass to try to name those videos. Because I have to simultaneously call them Earthbound Beginnings / Mother 1. Or / Mother. It's just like, the franchise is a pain in the ass because most franchises, like, if I talk to you about, like, Advanced Wars, very few people know the name of the Japanese version of the franchise. Like, if we watched Super Sentai Force, Power Rangers. If we watched Power Rangers, I wouldn't have to call it Super Sentai Force. People know Power Rangers. And very few people know Super Sentai Force in the US because we have Power Rangers. But Mother is one of those few franchises where everyone knows Earthbound and Mother. They know both names. So some people will search for one, and some people will search for the other. So it's like, what do I call it? Do I call it Mother? Even though I'm playing the English version, do I call it Earthbound Beginnings? Which is a stupid fucking name.
I'd say call it whatever it was called originally.
It's called both. That's the problem. Mother is the Japanese name of the franchise. So they're called Mother 1, 2, and 3. In English, they're called Earthbound Beginnings, Earthbound, and Wasn't Released.
Then Earthbound, since it's US.
You call it Motherfucker Part 1. Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's just like...
great, but...
And then when Oddity finally comes out, I'll call it Oddity / Mother 4. Like, / Earthbound 3. Just for maximum confusion. Actually, for that one, I'll probably just put it in the tags. It'll be like... Earthbound...
yeah, just do that. Just put Earthbound.
It'll be Earthbound 3, Mother 4, Oddity.
Yeah, and instead of just... We'll settle on one name, either Mother or Earthbound, and then just tag the other name in.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do that either way. I'm going to put both names in the tags, but it's just the fact that I have to decide what's going to be the more likely to be noticed title.
Another brilliant Squovit.
The game just wants you to get Squovit.
I only missed one so far. Like, I've found like 6 or 7 of them.
So, yeah.
But no, guys, we are going to play Mother 3 for the channel. That is going to happen. That's going to be a weird fucking game. Like, Mother is a weird franchise, but that game specifically is very weird. There's a reason it wasn't released.
I'm going to get my watts in today. I'm getting a lot of wattage.
And the hilarious thing is people still are calling for that game to be released in the US. The community will not let it go. They're like, no, it's not coming out, and we don't care. We're going to keep yelling at you until you release that game.
Earthbound 3.
Yeah, because you have to understand, like, it's Nintendo's own fault. Nintendo fucked themselves. Because they were, like, when Smash Brawl came out, when Brawl was released, they were the ones that decided to put,
Ness and Lucas.
To put Lucas in. And Lucas is from Mother 3. It's, like, they fucked this. They're the ones that called attention to the fact that, hey, this very well-known character from one of our biggest franchises, Mother, hey, look, we're going to put in the character from Mother 3, a game we didn't release in the US.
Lucas comes from nowhere.
Yeah, it's just like, what game's he from? I don't know, it's not out in the US. Well, maybe they should release it. Like...
Yeah, why haven't they, like...
The actual reasons, so there's several. One, Mother is a cult classic, which means that it didn't sell extremely well. So there's some sales reasons. Two, there was, from what I remember, there was some specific problems, like, with trying to release it in the US that made it delayed. And then Because if I remember correctly, Mother 3 went through development hell to even come out to begin with, because it changed consoles like twice or something. Like, it was struggled to even get released in Japan. So, I think they didn't... I think that they partially didn't release it due to financial problems of having to change the console it was on multiple times. And, like, not thinking they'd make enough money to do it. But another reason was, it has a character in it that has very specific dialogue that probably wouldn't be as appropriate nowadays. Like, you have to understand, like, one of the characters in there is...
Brilliant Nicket.
Yeah, Brilliant Nicket. But no, like, there is some, like... The themes in that game are very weird. Like, it's very weird. That's the best thing I can even describe it as. Because I don't know enough about the games to even describe what those characters represent. Because I just haven't played the games, and I've watched one video on them explaining this. And I don't remember it well enough to even do it justice. But yeah, there's some problems with some of the characters that would make trying to translate it possibly come off as insensitive.
So they'd have to pretty much rewrite the characters.
It's a simultaneous problem of people would get pissed off if they rewrote the characters, and be pissed off if they didn't rewrite the characters. So, let's say that translating the game would be challenging, even no matter what. So, Nintendo had a lot of reasons for not translating. It also doesn't help that the developer doesn't want to ever make... Like, he just said, I'm not making more of these games. And that's why there hasn't been new games. Because the developer just stopped.
That's sad.
Yeah. People have called for it for years. People want new games. Like, that's the reason Toby Fox exists. Because he worked on Homestuck and wanted to make Mother-style games, and now we have Undertale. And Undertale 2 with Deltarune. Electric Boogaloo.
So Undertale is based off of Mother.
Toby Fox started out doing, like, fan stuff for Mother. And Undertale has a lot of, like, not necessarily Mother references, but, I mean, there are Mother references.
Yeah,
there's a reason why people keep thinking Sans is Ness.
Yeah.
But...
Well, isn't it just Ness spelled backwards?
No.
Could have swore.
No. But there's no E in Sans. And there's not two S's.
Sorry.
Well, I guess there is two S's, but they're not at the end of...
Yeah, they just changed one letter.
Yeah. No, the reason is because in the secret room in the game, there's an Earthbound reference.
Didn't we get that?
No, we didn't go into the secret room in the game.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, but you can go into his basement.
Right.
And in his basement, there's a reference to Mother. And so people are... So there's a divide in the fan base. Is Sans a Mother fanboy, or is Sans Ness?
But yeah, I am interested in Earthbound, like, because I've played as Ness and Lucas and Smash, and I love those characters.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to play the games that they're from.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to play the game that Lucas is from since it never released here.
Yeah, I'd have to... What did that release for?
Like, what region? Like, or what system?
What system did Lucas's game release for?
I think it came out on the Game Boy Advance. And it was originally supposed to come out on, I think, the SNES. If I remember correctly, it was going to release for the SNES, then it was going to release for the Nintendo 64, and then it was going to release for the Game Boy Advance. Like, I think it literally changed consoles twice.
Well, if it's on the Game Boy, then I should be fine with playing it, because the Game Boy is universal.
But I don't think the Game Boy Advance is universal.
No, it is.
Yeah. But I don't remember. I know there's some...
I looked this up recently. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All Game Boy games on the SP,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware, is universal.
Yeah.
That's why
But it
That-
also doesn't have English subs. It is full Japanese.
yeah, it's all Japanese, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
there are English translations.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna order green, like
Yeah.
at some point. It might not be this year, but
Yeah.
at some point I'm getting Pokemon Green.
Yep.
And the only reason I might play it for the channel is so we can have some more Japanese exclusives on the channel.
Yeah.
Because so far, it's not going to be this year. It's probably going to be next year, but we'll have one.
Yep. But yeah, so. Yeah. So yeah, that's where. Yeah, so. Yeah, Undertale definitely has a lot of. It pulled a lot of inspirations from Earthbound.
Okay.
Or Mother.
I'm guessing it don't
Again,
really...
as much as okay, I'm gonna play both sides of this for a second. I think the Mother franchise is named better in terms of like it's actually called Mother 1, Mother 2, and Mother 3 instead of Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound, and wasn't released in English, so it probably would have just been called Earthbound 2. But like, its naming scheme's a lot more tight, but I think Earthbound's a better name than Mother.
Yeah, I do like Earthbound.
Like, so, like, yeah, but I can't call it Earthbound 1. I'd love to just say, fuck your naming scheme. I'm just going to call it Earthbound 1, and then actually call the second one Earthbound 2, but that would confuse everyone. So it's like, you have to call it Mother, because that's the convenient, easy name. That's 1, 2, and 3. But
There was another brilliant.
Yep.
Squobit.
so. But yeah, like Undertale and Deltarune definitely has some inspirations from Earthbound.
Okay.
And I'm gonna love, like, whenever Oddity finally releases in 30 years, I will love to play that game.
Yeah, almost joking, but probably not.
Oh, I'm probably not. But let's say it this way. I believe that game will come out about the same time
Oh, I
Star
thought it was-
Citizen comes out.
What the? Wow.
You found a grass Pokemon.
Yeah, it was literally the last possible.
That's gonna piss off a lot
frame.
of people.
What?
Making a Star Citizen joke.
I've only heard you tell of it once.
Star Citizen is the game where basically the developers said, hey, we want to release a game. And then they found out they basically became dimps. Like, except instead of being a game where you just keep making DLC for it, it's a game that hasn't released yet that they keep making DLC for. Well, like, I think there is, like, development builds. So it's like you can technically play it, but it's not actually a released game. So it's weird.
This is as bad as Valve not counting 3.
Yeah, except they can't count to 1. Like, yeah, the game just isn't done, and they literally earn millions of dollars a year to develop a game that's not come out in over 10 years and is no closer to being out after 10 years. It's like the game just functionally is never going to get done. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if it never releases. Actually.
It's just a long, continuous game.
No, what I'm saying is it would not surprise me if the developers are not, like... Okay, this is going to be a... I'm saying this in a way that I'm not trying to defame the developers. But what I'm saying is it would not be surprising to me if the developers weren't doing it on purpose. I could easily believe the developers have no intention of ever releasing that game and are just taking the money forever. And just slowly making, like, improvements to eventually release the game that they're never going to actually release. Just to get infinite money, basically. Again, that would be fraud, and I'm not saying they are... I'm not saying they are officially defrauding their community, But I would say that their community should feel defrauded, given that the game has not released after like 10 fucking years, and they keep adding new premium content, basically.
It's microtransactions.
It's not even, you can't even call it microtransactions, because the game's not out.
It's just DLC.
But yeah, it's like they're releasing DLC before the game's out. So it's like,
What do you do
like,
at that point?
it's what I'm saying. What I will say is, it is very difficult to not say this is fraud, because there isn't really a better word to describe what this is other than fraud. Because it just naturally fits in that. It's like, yeah, like an entity that takes a lot of money and never provides a product. That's literally the definition of fraud. And they'd say, but we're providing development releases and etc. We are actively developing the game. It's not fraud because it's not.
Okay, it's premium fraud.
It's like, I don't know. Here's what I would argue. It is, what is it that Steam calls it? Early access? It's early access at its worst. Like, it is the worst possible version of an early access game. And it borders on fraud.
It's the beta, never goes to the alpha.
No, it's an alpha that never goes to beta.
Oh.
But yeah, it's that. It is, let's say it this way. If it is not fraud, it is as close to fraud as you can be and still be legal. That's Star Citizen, basically. And it has a fan base that will actively attack you for saying that, because they've spent millions of dollars on this game and really don't want to be told to their face that they have.
You're defaming my favorite game. Unsub.
Yeah, not quite that, but yes. It's, again, if I told, like, it'd be like going up to you and saying, hey, you've spent all this money on Dragon Ball and on Xenoverse 2, and they've defrauded you because they won't release new games. It's something like that. Where their defense is,
it's a GTA problem.
Yeah, it's a GTA problem. But worse, because again, the game's not released yet. At least GTA Online is a game you can play, and actively, if you spend your money on it, whatever, you spent your money on it. That was your choice. You still are getting a functional product. But Star Citizen doesn't have the functional product yet.
Yeah, and with Xenoverse, they're giving you new story and new characters.
Yeah, it's just that they are not giving you a new game. But yeah, it's like, it's Xenoverse, but worse. It's early access, but worse.
But yeah, guys, I also say, I'm thinking of pre-ordering Breakers, but I'm not gonna play it. Because it's a new type of game, and I wasn't too interested in it, really.
You're not gonna play it yet, basically.
Like, I wasn't hyped for it at all. Like, it looks interesting, it's just...
It's a game you're not playing day one. It's a game you'll play, like, years later.
Yeah, just not too interested in.
Yep.
Because I don't know if there's going to be a story. Like, that's, from what it looks like, is it's going to be Dragon Ball Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's sort of like Fall Guys, in a way. Because Fall Guys, yeah, you go through, like, I don't know, a stage, and you see who survives the longest and who can survive first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's take the time stuff away. Like, you're not racing anybody anymore. Now you're just trying to survive the longest.
It's Hunger Games.
But you're not battling anybody. You're just hiding. It's like, it's ultimate hide and seek with a powerful character. That's all it is. That's all Dragon Ball Breakers is.
That literally sounds stupid and not...
I do not know if it has a story. Like, I'm 90% certain it's a Battle Royale kind of game.
Yeah.
Where...
then my recommendation would be, don't pre-order it, because it's not going to run out of copies. I'd just wait and find out what the fuck it is from a Let's Play, and then be like, okay.
Because,
Like, that does not sound in any way interesting.
yeah, it's a battle royale that has, like, Star Wars elements, in a way. And what I'm specifically thinking of is Battlefront. Battlefront, you were in a battle royale, and you get a power-up, which is Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Oh, okay. We're talking about actual Battlefront or the new ones.
Battlefront 1 and 2.
Right. Okay. You know how there's that problem where you talk about God of War, and there's 2 different games that are called God of War, and there's 2 different games called Spider-Man. So EA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newer ones.
Yeah, the ones no one likes.
Yeah, in Breakers, you get Goku and Vegeta, I think, if you survive for a certain amount of time or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I haven't seen that much gameplay. I've seen one video of it with Burkle playing.
Yep.
Like he got early access or whatever. Well, everybody did.
Yeah.
Because it was an open beta or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I would recommend, I would recommend don't pay for it, don't pre-order it, don't do anything for it. Just wait, see what the fucking game is, then get it afterwards. Because it at best it sounds like an uninteresting game that isn't worthy of being pre-ordered.
Yeah, it's something like Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, which I would never pre-order Pokemon Unite.
Like, I feel like
of course,
this...
I'm never going to play Pokemon Unite.
I feel like this Dragon Ball game is going to be the Pokemon Unite for Dragon Ball.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like something that ever needs pre-ordered. Like, because it's just like, yeah, that's... No.
Yeah, that's how I felt towards it. Because I'm like... I could see Dragon Ball being a side-scroller. They've done it. Can see Dragon Ball being a Street Fighter game. They've done it. I've seen Dragon Ball be a fighter. They always do it.
Yeah. That's
so I understand wanting to try something different, but it's like...
Yeah.
There's not a lot else you can do.
Yeah.
Outside of puzzle games, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because remember, Dokkan Battle is a puzzle Dragon Ball game. I'm like, why can't I just have a mobile game where I can control the characters? Oh, wait, hold my beer. What do you mean? Dragon Ball Legends? Holy shit.
Yeah. But, like, no, it's... Yeah, that doesn't sound interesting in any way. That just looks terrible. I don't know. But no,
I mean, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle is absolutely a puzzle Dragon Ball game.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the other game.
But
no.
Breakers, no. Yeah. I see you playing Xenoverse than I could see you playing Breakers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's same with Unite. I have no interest in playing Pokemon Unite at all. Just have no interest in it.
Zero.
Just fuck that game.
Yeah, because, like, it's on Switch and it's on mobile, but, yeah, they made it out to be this big game, and I'm like, I'd rather play Pokemon Masters.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't even want to play Pokemon Masters. Like, just... But, like, that one's just, I don't care enough to play it, honestly. I'm not as interested in it. Like, it's fine, but, like, I'm just not that interested. But, like, Unite, I just absolutely hate the entire concept of, and fuck it. It's just a terrible fucking game. I ain't playing that shit.
Yeah, but what if it was Pokken Tournament, but Battle Royale?
What if it was Pokken Tournament, but worse? Okay, don't want to play it. Look, okay, let me try to rank this in terms of interesting, okay? I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I like Coliseum. And XD Gale of Darkness. Again, I like the games with story. Okay? So the story games, enjoy. Rangers, enjoyed. Conquest, enjoyed. Then we hit stuff like...
yeah, Conquest was just Fire Emblem, but Pokemon.
Yeah, basically. Maybe not quite, but yeah, it's pretty...
I mean, it had
that's not
the
bad
same
comparison.
grid style.
Yeah, it's not a bad comparison. But, yeah. It's like, But then you hit stuff like, Pokken Tournament, where I wasn't really that interested. I was interested in Coliseum and XD for the story, but I wasn't really interested in Battle Revolution, and Pokken Tournament's just basically a Street Fighter game.
Yeah, with Pokemon.
With Pokemon. I'm not that interested in Street Fighter, but it's fine, whatever. It's like those two games are fine, whatever. Rumble is okay. I actually liked Rumble. It was okay.
Yeah, Rumble, toy Pokemon, loved it.
Yeah, that was a good concept, and I liked it.
Hey, Shiny Rayquaza.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I like those games are like, but then yeah, you hit stuff like that, and I was like, okay, those I'm not really interested in. And then you hit what's some of the other the mobile games?
Pokemon mobile games?
Yeah.
It was Pokemon Duel, and it was alright. It wasn't terrible.
I don't remember what that one was.
Figurine Pokemon battles.
So it was, yeah, so that's just...
It was just Pokemon cards, but figurines.
I was going to say it was Rumble, but worse.
They weren't... Yeah, fair.
Like, so that's like, yeah, I'm not... That one, I'm just like, okay, I could just play Rumble. Rumble's better.
Yeah,
Detective Pikachu, like, I thought was fine. Like, I like Professor Layton games. That was a good game.
Oh, yeah. Fucking
So.
great game. But, yeah, we have Pokemon Masters, which is a gacha game, but it's all Pokemon battles.
Yeah,
So,
it's like,
it's a Pokemon battle.
yeah, so it's a Pokemon battle game, but it's like, so gacha is like below that, 'cause, like, below the other games. Because I'm like, I hate gacha as a concept. Fuck that. So, but it's like, okay, whatever.
And
then you hit, like, the Magikarp game that I'm, like, ambivalent to. It's just like, it's whatever the fuck. It's literally just a kid's game at that point. Who cares?
I played it a little bit. It was alright.
But yeah, then you hit...
And then Cafe Mix, which is...
Same thing.
It's basically Pokemon Tetris.
Yeah, same thing. It's Puyo Pokemon.
It's sort of like Pokemon Troze.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Pokemon Troze was like a mid-tier game. Like it was in there with like I found it fine, but it was in there with
Pokemon Troze and Pokemon Shuffle. Loved them.
Yeah.
I loved them.
I'll throw those in with Battle Revolution. Of like they're not bad games. They're not like ones I'm gonna run to play.
Yeah.
They're whatever. But like yeah, and then yeah.
We'll play the phone
And then
version
yeah,
of Shuffle,
and then it's like the
guys.
Cafe Mix games and the Magikarp Jump games, which are just like I have no real interest to play this, but they're not bad games.
They're kids games, so they're
whatever.
designed for kids, so you can't really judge it too harshly.
Yeah, it's like it's whatever.
Like I played Jump Magikarp, and it's
Yeah. But yeah, then you hit the gacha game where it's like, okay, I actively am disliking this because it's a gacha game, but at least it's still fun to play, I suppose. And then you just hit Unite, where it's just like, fuck you. Just
At
fuck
that
this
point,
game.
with Unite, I'm like, I might as well just play Fortnite.
Yeah, if I want to play Fortnite, I'll fucking play Fortnite. And I don't want to play Fortnite, so fucking go away. If I want to play like...
Yeah, guys, it's hard for me to say. I'd rather play Fortnite over Unite.
Yeah. It's like...
And I hate Fortnite.
Yeah. What was that one quote? Let me see if I can find the one quote that I had. By the way, we're basically at time.
Okay.
So but I'm gonna try to find this quote first.
Alright.
Because I think this quote is pretty. It's not in text to speech. It's in my test server. Quotes. Yeah. So okay. So one of the sometimes the YouTube comment section makes very insightful quotes. And I have a list on my of quotes that I find via different people.
Yeah.
Some of them are literally me. This one was specific one was from the YouTube comments section, where they were talking about art, specifically like postmodern art.
Yeah.
Where their quote was, "If the sole reason for the art's existence is to ask, is this art, you are not saying much of value. If your entire existence is just to ask what is allowed to be called art, you are providing almost nothing of value to anyone." I don't want, it does not add much to the conversation to just say, yeah, a banana on a wall is technically art because I say it is. Well, who fucking cares what you say is art? I'm there to look at interesting things and be inspired. And a banana on a fucking wall is not inspiring. It's trash. I'm pulling it off the fucking wall. I make the same point of video games. If your video game exists not to bring enjoyment, but to extract more money, you are providing nothing of value. And that's what Pokemon Unite is. It's not there to be fun. It's there to get money from you. And nothing else. The same thing could be said about Pokemon Go, except Pokemon Go actually goes very far out of its way to make you actually be able to play that game for free. Like,
well, I mean, same thing with Dragon Ball Legends. That's a gacha game. You can play it hours and hours for free.
Yeah,
and not spend any money. You just choose to.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There are games out there that are gacha games, and I'll even include Pokemon Go in this game, in this concept. There are games out there that you can pay money for, and they go out of their way to try to make it so you don't have to. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they want you to. And they shouldn't want you to. Like, it is a disgusting practice to say, hey, rather than make new things and sell people new things, let's keep selling them the thing we already sold them forever. It is a disgusting practice. And I think that's the case anywhere, for any reason. I hate the concept of all subscriptions. I hate the concept of all microtransactions. I hate the concept of all free-to-play games. It is a cancerous disease that should be cut out of every fucking industry. If you make a product, sell me that product. And then if you want more money from me, make a new fucking product. At least with DLC. Again, people got... When DLC first came out for video games, people were outraged. People were angry that DLC existed. Because because companies were trying to say, hey, what if we gave you more stuff in the game, but you gave us more money? That pissed people off when it first came out. And nowadays, no one fucking cares about it. But at least with DLC, you're getting new things for money. Microtransactions, you're not getting new stuff for money. You're getting the same fucking stuff for money. You're getting stuff you should already own in the fucking game, but for more money. But I'll even fight it back against DLC. Fuck DLC. Because a lot of games literally take features out of their base game to sell them back to you as DLC. Like, a lot of the fucking Dynasty Warrior games, they literally take characters and, like, weapons and stuff they had in previous games. They take them out of the game to make them DLC for that game. And it's like, fuck you. Just fuck off.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking shit. So no, I'm even going to say no to DLC. All of it. Make a fucking game. And then stop making that game. And go make a new fucking game. Stop making the old game. I know, there's a lot of people out there who are not trying to be a piece of shit. That are not greedy fucking companies. That have passion. And they're making these cool games. And they keep adding to those cool games. And that's fine. It's not your fault. But it is these fucking companies' faults. It's EA's fault. It's Activision's fault. It's Microsoft's fault. It's Nintendo's fault. It's every fucking company that does this shit. Make a game. Sell me that fucking game. And then stop. Go make a new game. That's the fucking concept. It is a thousands-year-old concept that has worked for thousands of years and will continue to work for 10,000 fucking more years. Make a product. Sell that product. And that's the end of the story.
Yeah, I agree with most of that. Well, pretty much all of it.
Like, because I know, like, again, DLC's not that bad. It's not really that big of a deal. It's easy to overlook it. But then you get Dimps, where Dimps, you get GTA Online, where you get these people that are like, we'll just keep selling you DLC forever. There'll be no new games. We'll just sell you DLC.
Yeah, and
Fuck off.
that's when I started to say no.
Like, I'm even supportive of DLC for Nintendo. Like, for this game, I have supported the Isle of Armor DLC and the Crown Tundra DLC because I was like, yeah, great. Now I'm not having my time wasted by Game Freak trying to sell me a third version of this game. I'm not having my time wasted having to play 75% of exactly the same damn content in a new, in quotes, game.
Yeah.
This DLC is not the problem. Dimps is the fucking problem.
Yes.
GTA Online is the fucking problem. All those companies who won't just fucking stop.
Alright, guys, well...
Apologies that we went into a rant again.
Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. Fuck subscriptions. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.